It's the Elizabethton Cyclones. The Cyclones are ready to come out on the field, and I guarantee you'll hear the Cyclone Nation go bananas over here in a minute. And they're going nuts over there. Standing ovation of the Cyclone Nation. Here they go.
Yeah, it's Friday night, the only place to be. Jason Witten Way, East Tennessee. Home of the Cyclones, orange and black. Them boys built different, that's a matter of fact. Yeah, they strapped up and ready to go. Been working hard, gonna put on a show. It's about time, about to go down. Just waiting on the whistle to blow. Yeah, the bank's rocking, yelling, go Betsy, go! Yeah, the bank's rocking, yelling, go Betsy, go! In between the lines, in between the whistle, no doubt them boys are gonna hit you. They're the standard, you best believe. If you don't know now, you're about to see, yeah.
Mitchell looking, shuffle pass again. He'll go to the 45 to the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15. He's inside the 15 to the 10. The freshman takes it all the way down to the 8-yard line.
Now it's time, put that work to the test. Play by play, they're gonna give their best. Standing room only, not an empty seat. These boys are hungry, they're about to eat. The shelter's full and there's a storm coming. Yeah, you best hold on to something. The helmet's shaking, the band is playing. It's game time. Yeah, the bank's rocking, yelling, go Betsy, go! Yeah, the bank's rocking, yelling, go Betsy, go! In between the lines, in between the whistles, no doubt them boys are gonna hit you. They're the standard, you best believe. If you don't know now, you're about to see, yeah.
We got this new team that's coming in here, and we're gonna show them what we're all about. All gas, no brakes. Competitive excellence, that means you give your all on every single play. That means you give your all on every single play.
Yeah, the bank's rocking, yelling, go Betsy, go!
Oh, they're loud and proud.
Yeah, the bank's rocking, yelling, go Betsy, go! In between the lines, in between the whistles, no doubt them boys are gonna hit you. They're the standard, you best believe. If you don't know now, you're about to see, yeah. Go Betsy, go! Yeah, go Betsy, go!
On a 77-degree night and no rain. Yay. We welcome you to 2024 Elizabethton Cyclone football. Yours truly, Tom Taylor, Mike Side with Coach Eddie Pless. The Cyclone Network very much intact, ready to go. We're very excited about that. What a great camera shot to get it started. And as the late John Ward would say, it's football time in Tennessee, and we say it's football time in Betsy. And, Coach, no rain tonight. Blue skies, 77 degrees, a little twinge of fall in the air. Really, weather-wise, it's almost a perfect night. 77, no wind, no humidity. It's going to be a great night for the Cyclones in a regional opener.
Yeah, to play in weather like this early in the year, you really can't ask for much more. Enough cloud cover to keep the sun directly off the players, and you know they're chomping at the bit to get back on the field tonight.
Absolutely. No game last week. The reschedule is probably in doubt, to be quite honest with you. We haven't heard much, and they've had a chance to sit down and kind of hash it out over the last 4 or 5 school days, and nothing has come of it. So I'm going to go ahead and make it a call that we're not going to make that game up. That's Tom saying it. Don't know that for sure. That's what I'm going to go with. But tonight, Cherokee's here. Coach Pless, it's real simple. We can run down all the Science Hills and DBs and you're there, Morristown West, Daniel Boone's, all the non-conference games. If you want to win a state championship, you know this. It starts tonight in the region. Tonight and next Friday night when Cherokee comes to town, this is what will get you to Chattanooga. This is what will get you a chance to play for a state championship.
Yeah, it's time to kind of set the table, if you will. You've got to start with the very first matchup, and they're 2-0 coming in, and so I think our guys are looking forward to this game maybe as much as they were game one after missing last week. But they do got to take care of business, and I think they will.
So you will look at this game tonight. Again, all the numbers from last week, of course, kick right into this week. So this will be game number 1,047. The Cyclones all-time 656 wins, 363 defeats, and 27 ties. And, of course, you see the state championships there on the scoreboard, 1938, 2019, and 2020. Sean Witten, again, of 162 wins and 50 defeats in his 18th season. He's had 9 double-digit win seasons. He, of course, is chasing the late, great Coach Dave Ryder. His grandfather, of course, 173 wins. And tonight at the bank, it's our 63rd game. We're 55-7 on this field. We lost 3 times. 3 times to Greenville, 3 times to Science Hill, 1 time to Christian Academy out of Knoxville. But other than that, we own this field, and we have dominated this series, that's for sure, as this football team, under the guidance of Sean Witten against Granger coaching, see the numbers. We're 7-0. We've won here 49-0, 37-0, 56-0, 47-0 here at our place. Down there, we've beaten Granger in Granger County 56-6, 63-16, 56-0. Last year we beat them 65-14. The average score in these games between the Cyclones and the Granger Grizzlies is 53-5. What's all that mean? Probably nothing, but it sounds good to the broadcasters because you got to go out and play this game. But on paper, we're a decided favorite to win this game tonight.
Yeah, what it says is we take care of business, and we don't kind of mess around with games that we should win. I think we're in the same circumstance tonight, but you've got to play the game. But again, Granger's just has not been quite to the level, that they need to be competitive in this conference, especially with the top tier.
No question. Hello to Rita Sanders down in Union, South Carolina. Hello, Becky Jarningham. We'll say hello to as many people as we can. We'll get into this game, and we'll get dialed into the game. But hello to you folks. Again, around the league, it is regional play tonight. And so tonight you have regional action. You have Cherokee and Greenville hooking up. You've got Sullivan East and Volunteer. And you've got the other game, and it just escaped me who the other game, who the other team, Northview Academy playing a non-conference game tonight. And so we are dialed into this one. Again, overall, our football team is, as we said, 53-5 against this team on the scoring average. Means absolutely nothing, as you know. And so a football team, I think Coach said it best, football team is chomping at the bit, losing to Science over 3 touchdowns. I've had to hear this for 2 weeks. Last week's game, a chance to redeem themselves, got canceled, as we know. So these guys are out here tonight ready to roll, Coach, and they say, we want to play football, and we want to erase that taste out of our mouth the Science Hill Hilltoppers gave us.
It's a long time to keep it in there, and, yes, they would like to do that. And, I know what the football side of this competition has been, but for a lot of our people, they know it is become a little more of a rivalry in other sports, in basketball, boys and girls, in softball and baseball, a lot of competition. This is a little different, and maybe it's a lot different. So I think our guys will be up to the task. I can't imagine this being the two longest weeks of their career here, waiting to get to tonight.
I would agree wholeheartedly. If you missed it, you're out of town this week. It's newsworthy. As far as getting to a state championship, it is not. But let me give you the quick Reader's Digest version of what happened. Greenville had an ineligible player who suited up and played. Brad Woolsey took full blame for this, and I admire him very much. He stood up and said, look, I made a mistake. Didn't have all the I's dotted and T's crossed, and this young man played in the Tennessee High game, was ruled ineligible. They have since sent a hardship application to the TSSAA. They approved it. This young man, whoever he is back on the team and can fully play. However, the TSSAA, our governing body here in Tennessee for you out-of-town and out-of-state folks, they ruled that Greenville had to forfeit that ball game, and they did. And so now Greenville is 1-1. Tennessee High was on the losing end of that 53-7 score. They're now 2-0, and the Greenville Green Devils are 1-1. Number one, I know it's our big rivalry, but I have the utmost respect for Brad Woolsey, the athletic director. He said it killed him to go in that locker room and say, guys, because I didn't get the paperwork done right, I didn't get all my I's dotted and T's crossed, I cost you all a game, and I'm very, very sorry. It killed him to do that. I admire him for that. But in the big scheme of things, sir, you know this, getting to a state championship. It was a non-conference game. It doesn't mean anything as far as the record or playoff implications. It was just something that had to be done. He did it. But Greenville is still Greenville. And as far as the regional record and all that, doesn't mean a thing.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, bottom line is there's two teams and two communities that know what happened on that night. One player couldn't have made the difference in that ball game. But I do respect Greenville. If you want a model of how you handle a situation like that, that's what Greenville did. We've been in the same situation in other circumstances. You self-report, you own up to it, and you take what they give you. You try to be proactive, and I think that's what I think them being proactive is why that a young man's eligible to play right now.
The TSSAA executive director said, we appreciate very much what they did. They knew it was a tough thing to do, but they did it, and they applauded Greenville, and so as a result, young man is back in the fold, ready to go for the Greenville Green Devils, who play tonight at Cherokee. The other game we were telling about, Volunteer at Sullivan East in the region, and Seymour will be at Northview Academy. So Seymour is the odd team out. Northview Academy is the odd team out. They don't play tonight. We do. We got the Grainger Grizzlies. We'll talk about that team. As we go to the break, let's run down your top 10 this week in the polls statewide. You have Upperman at number 1, Greenville at number 2 this week, Haywood number 3, Anderson County, the Mavericks, number 4, Macon County 5, Pearl Cone 6, Marshall County ranked 7th, Dyer County 8th, White County 9th, and Signal Mountain rounds out the top 10 in Class 4A. And in the honorable mention, the Grainger Grizzlies and the Elizabethton Cyclones got some statewide looks this week. They're 2-0. They're a good football team. We're a good football team. We just got to prove it. And so we'll see how it goes as the pregame show continues. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. You are watching and listening to Elizabethton Fighting Cyclone football. Okay, there's that and there's that. I'll put that over here. Whoops.
Let's join our cheerleaders in Betsy.
You may want to mute those. I don't know if that.
Really easy way to feed a family or a bunch of people. We start them off at 4. Dream pack for 4 runs $32.99, gives you a pound of meat. You can do pulled pork or pulled chicken, either one at that price. 3 sides, it's a pint each, so it's a 4-ounce serving of meat, 4-ounce serving of 3 different sides, gives you a really good meal that'll fill you up. It's not something that you eat and you're hungry later, an hour later. I'm going to include your buns, your barbecue sauce. Instead of picking up a pizza, come by here, pick up a Dream Pack. Your family will thank you. And if you need it for more people, the breakdown on it's $8.25 a person. 12 people, for instance, is $99. You'll see that advertised now from us in a lot of different places. Feed 12 people for $99. That gives you 2 pounds of meat, 1.5 quarts of each side. Still gives you the bun, still the barbecue sauce. Really, really popular. I had a group at Eastman just order a 16 for Wednesday. So you call us ahead. We can do as many people as you want. We do 100 people, 200 people. We'll put those in pans for you, or as few as 4. So in even numbers, however many you want, $8.25 a person. You can't beat it.
Cannot beat it, folks. Again, here at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. The phone number is 349-6437. Hours are open
11 to 7, Tuesday through Saturday. We take Sunday and Monday off, but we're here the rest of the week.
Social media
on Facebook, maybe Instagram later if one of my kids shows me how to use it, but right now it's on Facebook. That's where people watch you, so we'll figure they've got it here.
And the website is?
Website is philsdreampit.com.
You got it.
I see a familiar face here. Looks like he's ready to talk to you.
He is. That's our buddy Jeff.
Going to talk some NASCAR, I'm betting.
That's our buddy Brian Pipkin, the owner of Phil's Dream Pit, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Millions of dollars of furniture in stock right now. Are you tired of hearing what you want is sold out? We have the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the area. We receive truckloads every day of special buys ready for you to pick up today or have delivered. Come get your new furniture at Cannon's Furniture in downtown Elizabethton.
Yeah, the bank's rocking, yelling, go, Betsy, go. Yeah, the bank's rocking, yelling, go, Betsy, go.
Back at Citizens Bank Stadium, we are 55-7. Oh, yes. 55-7, our 63rd game. Let's take a look at Grainger. Coach, they win at Claiborne High School 21-7. They win at home last week against Chucky Doak 42-21. How good is Chucky Doak? They're a 1-1 football team. They won at Unaka 71-46. They lost again to Granger, as we said. Claiborne has lost to Granger, turn around beat Union County 23-16. Strength of schedule, we'll see, but they're 2-0. We defeated or got beat by a team that's going to be right there in the thick of the Region 6A they got a big game tonight, Science Hill down in Jeff County. So the guy that makes this team go is their quarterback, Ashton Taylor for Granger, the leader of the Granger offense, rushing for 188 yards and 3 touchdowns and thrown for 168 yards and 2 scores. And so it's a football team that they used 11 different guys rushing the football last week over the win over Chucky Doak, led by Dawson Fowler with 123 yards. So they mix it up, they run it and throw it. We'll get to our keys in a minute, a little bit later on in the broadcast, but it's a Granger football team. They have seen the scores, who I just read to you. They know when they come and play the orange and black here or there, we've got them pretty good every time. So this is a first-year coach, new coach, and so they want to come out here and make it, they want to change things. Michael Manus, by the way, is the new head coach for the Grizzlies, and so they want to come out and make a statement, and they want to change what's happened through these first 7 years we played them.
Yeah, two teams are trying to prove something. We're trying to prove that nothing's changed. They're trying to prove that something has. And I know that there's excitement and newness, but bottom line is they still have to go through here, and that's going to be a tough task, I think.
Let's look at the Cyclones, the only game we had, of course. Justice Wallen, 10 carries, 34 yards, touchdown. The J Train, we don't call him the train. I call him the locomotive. They call him the Jaybird. We call him the J Train.
Yeah, the train. Yeah.
He is, in fact, he has classes with my granddaughter. He said, man, I like when they call me the J Train. He is the J Train. He's a locomotive. Again, we're talking about Jaybird, or in this case, Justice Wallen, 5'11", 225 junior. He's a hoss in the weight room. He's a hoss on the football field. He had 12 carries for 65 yards and a touchdown. C.J. Mathis, and a mop-up role coach, that first game against Science Hill. He ended up with a 29-yard running up over 50, a little over 55 yards in his run. So there's another back there in that running back arsenal for C.J. Mathis.
All our runners run with a purpose. They run downhill, and especially C.J. He's able to get behind his pads really, really well for his size. So I think he does a lot more damage than he looks like he would when he gets his hands on the ball.
Riley Jones in that game, 2 solos and a tackle for loss. Landry Buckles, who's back healthy, ready to go, he had 4 solos. Zach Wallen had 4 solos. So we had guys fly to the football. Science Hill's a good football team. We know what they did to us. Baylor Necessary and the Hilltoppers, again, beat us 35-14. That was in the rearview mirror and is in the rearview mirror. So tonight it's the Granger Grizzlies coming to town. And you look, Coach, at the Citizens Bank Stadium, the top 10 games scored here. Went back and did this week. The most points they've ever scored on this field is 70 against Sullivan Central. 70-34 back in 2020. Claiborne 63-6. We beat Sullivan East 63-0. We had put 62 on Sequoia here in the playoffs back in 17. Seymour beat them 62-0. Sullivan East 58-7. William Blunt 56-8. We put 56 on East Ridge in the playoffs here in 2020. And the last 3 of the top 10 most points scored here on the Citizens Bank Stadium turf. You go Volunteer 56-14. We beat Volunteer 56-0. Beat Sullivan East 55-27. So we've had some success. We like to score points on this field. I think he's going to turn the horses loose and let them ponies run tonight. What do you think?
Well, I hope so. I'd love to see a good mixture of things. Like I said, we've got a lot of weapons. We went up against a very talented defensive team that first game, and I think they're ready to kind of show off a little bit.
And we're going to let them show off here on the broadcast. Wherever you may be, hello to you. Thank you for watching. We got them in already Nebraska, got them in Florida. Last night, Cammie Rice again watching from France, watching the Tia Duggar Fighting Cyclones win it last night. And another convincing football game, another shutout. They've outscored their opponents now 187-18.
Good grief.
They'll play Libertyville here on Wednesday.
It's a talented middle school team, and they're really well coached. They do have good athletes, so it's a very good combination. Things look good down the road.
Absolutely. There's horses in the barn, folks. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. We'll take a look at the starting lineups and a starting lineup for the Cyclones, brought to you by Randall Birchfield Real Estate and Auction. And We'll get Coach Pless his keys. The band's not that far away from coming strutting down the field, so it's not that far. We're 21 minutes away from kickoff. As you're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone fighting, try that again, Elizabethton fighting Cyclone football.
Yeah, the bank's rocking, yelling, go, Betsy, go. Yeah, the bank's rocking, yelling, go, Betsy, go.
This is Billy Woodby with the Elizabethton football team, and you're watching Cyclone Sports.
The Tom Davis Sports Show. Dream Packs. Tell us about the Dream Packs. What's that all about?
Dream Packs, we start at 4 and go up in even numbers as big as you need. You get meat, 3 sides, sauce, and buns. All that's included. We do offer plates, plasticware, gallons of tea, but any number you need.
Feeds 4, feeds 8. They do it in increments of 4. So if you're going to the ball game and don't want to cook, call in, get the Dream Packs, come by and pick them up, 349-6437.
Yes, sir.
Call ahead, and we're on our way to swing through, pick them up. Tailgate, Dream Packs, good way to watch them, or take it to the house, watch it. Either way, good way to watch a game, isn't it?
Very much so.
The Dream Packs. Phil's Dream Pit, 349-6437 is the number to call. Can we order it online too?
You sure can. Online, call it in. Come on down.
There you go. Phil's Dream Pit, 349-6437. The Dream Packs, proud sponsor of the Tom Davis Sports Show and Elizabethton Sports.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
It's the Elizabethton Cyclones. The Cyclones are ready to come out on the field. Back at Citizens Bank Stadium is bringing the starting lineup, brought to you by Randall Berkshire Real Estate and Auction. And they're going to start with the offensive side of the football, the Hogs up front. Seth Campbell, 6'3", 315 senior. Braden Rainwater. Let's go with the offensive. Campbell, the right tackle, 6'3", 320 senior. Left guard, Landon Hughes, 6'2", 265 senior. Center, Braden Rainwater, 6 foot 245 junior. Gavin Kodak out there back. He's been hurt. He's back in there at left guard. He's a hoss, 6'2", 275. He's got the beef on the hoof, Coach, and we got some beef up front tonight.
We do. We're a little more where we need to be playing at this level. Having been at full strength is key. So, those guys up front are pretty amazing.
Tanner Peltier, 6'1", 275 sophomore. That's the Hogs up front. The offensive backfield, Red Slagle quarterback, 6'2", 195 junior. Need a big night from him tonight. You're going to see it. He's going to have a big ball game. You wait and see. Bryson Rowland, one of the wideouts, 6'1", 190 senior. Justin Whitehead, 6 foot 175 junior. Jack Blevins, 5'10", 165 junior. Landry Buckles, the speedster. He's back 100%, shoulders healed up. Kelly said he's ready to roll, 6 foot 195 senior. Kyron Smalls, tight end, 6'1", 185 senior. Justice Wallen back there running the football, 6'1", 215 junior. And the J-Train, 5'11", 225 junior Jaybird. Wears number 40. That's your offensive set for the Elizabethton Cyclones. Defensively, it goes like this. A lot of the same names. Seth Campbell. Defensively, Campbell goes up front. Campbell and Rainwater will be your defensive tackles. Your defensive ends will go between Landon Hughes, Tanner Peltier, Riley Jones, 6'4", 195. Riley playing a little bit extra special tonight. His father came up and said that it was 5 years ago today that they lost their mama and lost his wife. And so he's going to be playing, going to hit him a little harder, tackle a little better, going to play for mom tonight. What more do you say about that, sir?
That's just the way it ought to be.
Oh, goodness. Almost started crying when he came up and told me that. Defensive secondary, Bryson Rowland, 6'1", 190 senior. Justin Whitehead, 6 foot 175 junior. Zach Wallen, 6 foot 165 junior. Tucker Taylor in the corner, 5'10", 165 junior. Landry Buckles, 6 foot 195 senior. The linebackers are Billy Woodby, who's a dandy. Woodby, 5'11", 210 senior. Kyron Smalls will do some linebacking tonight, and Justice Wallen will do some linebacking tonight. Your kicker is a dandy, Will Bowers. In fact, I brought with me, because I just feel like it's going to happen, I brought with me, Coach, the longest field goals in Tennessee high school football history. I just think before it's all said and done, this kid's going to boom one and get in the Tennessee record books. Will Bowers and Caleb Campbell end up being one of our players of the game last week, 2 weeks ago against Science Hill. Our kicking game is in great shape, sir.
I think so. There's several components. I mean, they take care of all areas: snappers, protection, coverage, rush, holders. I mean, it's all good, but it really ends with those special guys at the end. And place kicking and punting, I'm just really impressed with both these young men.
You've coached it, you've played it. How big are those weapons on a football team week in and week out to have a guy that can boom it in the end zone for an automatic touchback? And inside the 50, you got a chance to get yourself a field goal and get points. How big is that as the Elizabethton Cyclone marching band, the Betsy Band coming out on the field? How big is that, Coach?
I think it's huge. I think a lot of people, if you've never done it, you may not understand the importance. A lot of times you only remember the missed kick. But to be honest with you, it can calm a team down when somebody goes back there. They know they're going to maybe flip the field on a punt, or they've only got to get to this point with a chance to score. It's a confidence booster to a team to have quality place kicker and punter.
Absolutely gorgeous. The Betsy Band going up into the bandstand here on a 78-degree night here in Elizabethton, Tennessee, getting ready for this football game coming up in T-minus 15 minutes from now. And so we'll take a break. We'll come right back. By the way, looking at that kicking scheme, the longest field goal ever in Tennessee high school football history, a 62-yarder by Jeff Hall twice when he played for Franklin County. Rafael Gaglione for Chattanooga Baylor kicked a 57-yarder. You wait and see. Before it's all said and done, Will Bauer is going to be on this sheet as one of the longest field goals in Tennessee high school history. Maybe tonight. We'll have to wait and see. We don't know. But we do know this. It's a gorgeous night for football. We'll come back after this timeout from our good folks at Forward of Elizabeth and our title sponsor of the broadcast. We'll get the keys from Coach Eddie Pless, our color commentator, and we'll also get you ready for the coin toss. Cyclone football pregame show continues, brought to you by Phil's Dream Pip. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football. Shouldn't have broke.
This is Bryson Rowland with Elizabethton football. You're watching Cyclone Sports.
I'm with Lynn Freeman, the general manager of Elizabethton and Ford, and also Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram. What's going on? What's happening down here, my friend?
Lots and lots of good things. It's game day, folks, but we're here and we're always ready to give a good deal. We got 10% off on both new and select inventory here at Ford and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. We have a huge inventory of both new and pre-owned cars, paying extra dollars for trade-in, but then we're willing to go the extra smile for you. Good luck, Elizabethton. Let's win another championship this year.
There you go. Lynn Freeman, general manager of Ford of Elizabethton and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Elizabethton.
In a world where cluttered trash and debris threaten your property, one man is ready to save the day. He's Container Man, your dumpster delivery superhero. Need to clear out your garage? Call Container Man. Remodeling your home? Call Container Man. Demolition waste taking over your job site? Call Container Man. From minor to major projects, Container Man has the perfect size dumpster for every task. With lightning fast delivery and the customer service of a locally owned company, he will help you restore order to your world. When you're ready to fight cluttered trash and debris, call Container Man.
There they are, the two-time defending state champion, the Betsy Band. Thank you, Carrie Taylor. Man, she's fun to work with. She's a pro. Only her second game. She's taking the bull by the horns and turn that pony loose, let her run. She's running it. She's producing and directing. We're going to capture the Betsy Band here again. Two-time defending state champ. We saw the program at halftime of the Science Hill game. It is really, really good. And so I was talking to Dr. Hobson, one of our assistant principals. He said they have added some more to the halftime show we'll see tonight. You see the flags going down the field, folks. The kids, the student body tonight is dressed in USA. That's the theme. Last game it was Ken and Barbie. Didn't happen and we got rained out. First game was a Cowboy night. So tonight it's Patriotic Night USA. Back to the Betsy Band. You've been around here a long time, sir. Ain't nothing like the Elizabethton Cyclone Betsy Band.
No, I never played an instrument, couldn't today, but I had two children who did, and that was one decision we made. They really didn't have an option. They would both tell us it's one of the best things we ever made them do. So obviously love being band parents. in football, coaches are not going to show their cards very much. They're not going to talk about how good they're going to be. Band's kind of similar. We're used to that here, and I'm not sure how it's going to develop, but I think everybody knows this is a home run show. I think we've got the band to do all that. I think they said we're going to do about 5.5 minutes of an 8-minute show tonight, but they're going to be performing in competition in 3 weeks. So they've got the music down. It's just some of the marching. But golly, how special. What they do to this atmosphere is unbelievable.
We had a great one in Perry. We had even
Yes, we did.
great band directors before him. I remember Mr. Elliott when I first started doing the games. He retired, handed over to Mr. Valentine, and he's taken the bull, as we said, and run with it. Grabbed it by the horn and said, we want to keep the tradition going. Back-to-back state championships going for a three-peat. Coming up again later on this year down in Lebanon, Tennessee. We're about 8 minutes away from kickoff. Coach, it's time, sir. The keys to this football game tonight for the Cyclones to get a big W, as you see the youngsters running down the field here. Some of the high school kids, some of the junior Cyclones carrying those flags. If I don't get you fired up, your wood's wet. Old Glory flapping in the breeze here at Citizens Bank Stadium. Coach, keys tonight for the Cyclones to get this big W.
Well, I think we got to find out who we are, establish that run game, and I think we got to spread it out to some receivers. They gave Rhett some time. I think he wants to have a good performance, so protect Rhett, open up those holes like they did. They blocked really well against Science Hill. They got to follow the football, find the football in this offensive Grainger. I think they've got to play task or responsibility, football. And again, got to win the kicking game. I'm always going to say that.
Here they come, folks. Getting ready to come through the inflated helmet. Bust through that Cyclone football. Our band out there. Is that? Whew. Gets me, folks. I'm telling you, this is awesome. Ain't no place like Betsy, I can tell you that. Here they come. Here comes your Fighting Cyclones. Down the field, making the turn, led by the junior Cyclones and the flags. They're going to run down and come to the near sideline with a coin toss. The Betsy band, the fans are on the feet, clapping and applauding and enjoying a beautiful 78-degree, no rain Friday night here on this 6th day of September 2024. Future Cyclones down there coming off the field, little cheerleaders, little football players, and Coach Ashton Taylor's your guy. He's the man that makes this football team go. I'm going to go ahead and say he's going to get some pressure on him. He's probably not seen this year against Chucky Doak and Claiborne. We're going to put the horses on him. We're going to pin him down, and we're going to put the hammer to him if we can. That's part of the football game. I think that a big key to get pressure on the quarterback?
I think so. Like I said, with a lot of the misdirection, I got to play responsibility type football, but they need to pin their ears back too. It really, we can rattle, we can get in their head. We get a score too early, all those other 7 scores start to come back in their mind, and I think it really will affect them.
So the coin toss coming up here, and also the welcome, they bring them out on the field. We'll go to the Eagle Center break here in just a second. We do want to get the ensemble out here to catch the national anthem. We'll pick it up down on the field here. See if I had a microphone up here. Uh-oh, there's an extra mic. See if that's over there in the old. Let's go in the other room. I know Dr. Minton borrowed it earlier, working through some snags. We'll see here. We got the ensemble ready to go out on the field here for the national anthem. The Grainger Grizzlies about to come out on the field tonight. Oh, we can read their numbers. That's going to be great. That's the first thing I look for. If I can read their numbers. Guess I should. I'm getting old.
That's a nice contrast, though. That's good.
Yes.
And by the way, throwback uniforms for us, that looks very similar to what we wore in your attention to the center of the record.
Presenting the colors is the Naval Defense Cadet Corps. The American flag is being carried.
Let's go down on the field now and capture what's going on with our public address announcer, the voice of the Cyclones, Jason Holly.
Carrying the right and left rifles are Cadet Chief Petty Officer Blake Cox and Cadet Petty Officer 3rd Class Landon Riffenberg. Bringing the welcome is Senior Bo Coram. Mr. Coram is the son of Holly and Bo Coram and brother of Ava Coram. Mr. Coram is the woodwind captain for the Betsy Band and the student class president of the Student Government Association. He's the secretary of the National Honor Society and a member of the EHS drama team. He was named All-East Regional Saxophone Player and a state semifinalist in the Drama Forensics competition. Mr. Corum attends First Presbyterian Church of Johnson City and plans on attending the University of Tennessee, Knoxville in the fall, majoring in music education. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bo Corum.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Citizens Bank Stadium. I'm Bo Corum, the senior class president, and I'm so grateful to welcome family, friends, players, coaches, cheerleaders, band members, and choir members. Thank you for being here tonight to cheer on our Fighting Cyclones and the Grainger Grizzlies. What a beautiful day for some football in Elizabethton. Now, let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, please watch over and protect these players and fans tonight in this stadium. Guide each person with compassion and love as we coexist together for the next few hours. Whatever the outcome of this game may be, allow each person to leave in peace. I pray that Grainger travels home safely, including fans and coaches. Thank you for allowing amazing weather and a blessed evening. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Now, please direct your attention to the award-winning Elizabethton High School Advanced Choir and Vocal Music Ensemble singing the national anthem. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Davenport.
And you know what they say somewhere, Coach? That don't get you fired up your woods wet right there now.
Yeah, that's true.
That's good stuff.
Good stuff.
Hello, Ellen Rambo. Hello to Tim Razik. Hello to Bobby Stout down in Georgia. Yeah.
Good Bob.
Remember Bobby, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Spent some time with his daddy today. Love his daddy.
Bobby could shoot the basketball.
Could he shoot it? Could he light him
Yes,
up?
he could.
There you go. 78 degrees for kickoff here again on a little bit of a humid night, but not. We're talking only in the 70s tomorrow and 40s tomorrow night here, even upper 30s in the mountains tomorrow night. So a little twinge of falls in the air. Coach, we want to turn these horses loose here. And I'm guessing if we get a coin toss chance, we're going to take it. What do you think?
I think tonight that'd be a good choice. I think, again, you're trying to send a message. So either way, however we do it, but I really think we want the football.
Moorfield, 61. Also for the Cyclones, Kodak, 62. Buckles, 24. And 27 for the Cyclones. Call out the name of Kyron Smalls, one of our players of the game against Science Hill. That's their foursome for the coin toss for us. For them, we go 11 for Gray. I almost said Cherokee. That's next week. Dawson Fowler, he's the guy you want to watch tonight, number 11. He carries the mail to the tune of 123 yards last year rushing the football. He's out there, number 14, Coach. Who's the other two? That's Blake Bishop.
Can't see the other two.
Other two on this end for the Grainger Grizzlies out of Grainger County. Coin toss is up. It's taken. Grainger wins it. What do they want to do here? The other two, Grainger wants the football. We'll get it in the second half. 44. And who's that last one on the end?
Single digit, 8 or 6 maybe.
44 for Grainger will be Austin Cure. And
Zero.
Which will be Aiden Dalton. So the Cyclones in their home black 70s uniforms. Coach going to talk about that, by the way, at halftime. The 1988 team. Hello to Susan Morgenstern. You're welcome, dear. Thank you very much. You got a heck of a daughter. I know that. Her daughter-in-law. She's awesome. Miss Emmy Morgenstern. Hello to Nancy Pruitt. Put these back on, Coach. Get a few here. Angie Allgood. Lisa Broom from Aiken, South Carolina. Gordon White, Bill Feathers. Dan McQueen, John Cobaugh from G Street. Rob Stout. Misty Taylor down in Georgia. Bobby Stout down in Georgia. His dad's watching tonight. Hello to Linda McDowell. Red Perry class of 71. Go Cyclones. Audrey Collins. Eleanor Rambo. Tim Rasling. Let me get you a couple more here. Mary Calhoun, the grandson or grandmama, Dr. Tom Hobson. Kathy Forbes, Chris Shankle, Tammy Garland, Paige Montgomery, Chuck Rollins, and Amy Strickland. Thank you all so much for watching. As the late Rush Limbaugh would say, across the fruited plain. Ready to kick it away here. Elizabethton football backs to the scoreboard here at Citizens Bank Stadium. Our 63rd game here. We're 55-7. We played this team 7 times. Our average score is 53-5. So on paper, this ought to be one of our games tonight. But we don't play it on paper. We play it on the field. Remember the Fighting Cyclones. We don't run from pressure. We bring it. Here's Campbell to kick it away here for the orange and black in this game, and party's underway. He'll drive it deep. It's an automatic touchback. Coach, there's that weapon we talked about.
That's what we need. Starting on the 20, that really puts a lot of pressure on an offense. So no wind tonight. You kind of get to see the strength of his leg. That's where it is right there, about 67, 68 yards.
Sean came down, gave him a big high five because he booted in the end zone. It's a great weapon. So did Travis Hurley, one of our coaches. Automatic touchback, 1st and 10. Grainger will set up shop. They'll get the ball first. And let's see what our 4-man defensive front can do out there. So the Cyclones set them up, ready to go. On the corner will be Kyler McGovern tonight, defensive end. Number 48 puts a man in motion. Hands off to him. Fowler cuts up inside, gets to about the 22, and that's all. Curled up inside, and we slammed the door on him. Tackle made by the kid we just mentioned, Kyler McGovern, number 48, defensive end. Kyler McGovern, 6'1", 210 junior, making a stop. Picks up 3 on the play, Coach. 2nd and 7, nothing fancy there.
Yeah, pretty good job there. First play, trying to see kind of what they're trying to do. Again, you're going to see a lot of misdirection here, so you got to stay at home.
So it brings up a 2nd down. Man in motion, hands it off. He'll take the turn and a little jet sweep, nothing. Dropped him at the 23 for no gain. Cyclones on him like rats after cheese. Holy smokes, led by 67. Big old Landon Hughes, 6'2", 265 senior. And Smalls on the play, too. No gain on the play, Coach. 3rd and long now for the Grizzlies. 3rd and 6 from their own 24.
If it takes that long for plays to develop, they're going to have a really hard time. Our guys are reacting really well right out the gate.
3rd down and 6 from the 24. Opening drive. 2 to the near side, the wide side of the field. Empty backfield looking this way. Taylor pumping, throws over the middle. It's going to be picked off by the Cyclones. Down the field, Wallen, he'll go. Touchdown, Cyclones. Touchdown, Justice Wallen.
Great job.
30-yard interception, Cyclones on the board on the pick. Justice Wallen right there, Coach. Caught it. He smelled that end zone, and touchdown, Cyclones.
He looked like a running back with the ball there. I mean, just a great job. Read the quarterback's eyes kind of got fixed on one person. He read it really well. And then after the interception, we had guys throwing good blocks. Just a great play all the way around.
Bowers to kick, Whitehead to hold it here. It didn't take long. An interception by Wallen, and it's a 6-0 football game at the 10:42 mark in the first quarter. I'm thinking it's going to be a sign of things to come here. We are energized tonight, no question. Kick, long enough, deep enough, good. Sean Whitten, the first one out on the field to give a high five to his team. A 60-second break for the Eagle Center. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football.
We got this new team that's coming in here, and we're going to show them what we're all about. All gas, no brakes. Competitive excellence. That means you give your all on every single play. That means you give your all on every single play.
This is Javen Moorfield with the Elizabethton football team, and you're watching Cyclone Sports.
Sure, Zach, help us not sports. The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabethton, great antique store. Why come shop at the Eagle Center?
We just have so many unique things that tell a story, that add character to your home and conversation, and there's something new to look at every single day. Every time you come in, you won't see the same thing twice, and it's just a good place to shop for those unique gifts.
What's the saying you always use, the cliche?
Things tell a story when people no longer can.
That's it.
We have a building full of things that are just dying to tell stories.
Absolutely. 2 floors, over 50 vendors. Hours are open.
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
Closed on Sundays for the Lord's Day.
That's right.
And you have gift cards too, right?
We have gift cards available.
Yep. The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabeth, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Be loyal, buy local, and shop at the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton.
Thank you, Tom.
Here's the kickoff return by Grainger. Not much out of the 14-yard line. Cyclones all around him. Church on the return for Tucker Taylor making a tackle for the Cyclones down on special teams. That'll make his mother happy. She's probably doing cartwheels back in the Cyclone Studio network studio. Yeah.
Need to have a camera in there.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's
She'll go
going
nuts.
on. Yeah.
Yep, she goes nuts.
That was great coverage. So,
it was.
Yeah.
Tucker, one of the fastest guys on the team. 14-yard line on the return. Church got it out to the 14, and Tucker made the tackle. So the clock at 10:33 to go. First quarter, 7-0 Cyclones on a Justice Wallen 30-yard interception. Wallen's second touchdown of the season. He got that run against Science Hill back in game number 1. Out of the gun, empty backfield. Cyclones coming. He'll roll out in the flat. Looking, pressure, upfield, and incomplete. There was pressure in the backfield. They were back there again, Coach. Incomplete, misfire. Buckles was back there. Also, Whitehead was back there. The intended receiver was number 12. That was Garrett Patterson. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, pretty good pressure. Kind of got held on the edge. Maybe lost a little containment, but he had to throw. He never got his shoulder squared around to get the ball where it needed to be. So it puts him in a 2nd and long.
Hello, Sean Stout. Hello to Bobby Shelton. 2nd and long again, as he said, from the 14.5-yard line. 7-0 Cyclones. Hand it off, coming this way. Trying to Fowler, getting a little heads up, turns upfield. Not much, to maybe the 17-yard line. Dawson Fowler, a little sweep, cuts up in between the center and tackle. Didn't. Rainwater got him on the play. 3rd down and long, 3rd and 6 from the 19-yard line. 10-minute mark, first quarter. 7-0 Cyclones.
Just good pursuit, though. I mean, a little bit too much. They won't be pleased with that, but the linebackers are flying to the ball. They're doing a good job. About time they're going to pull that from that back, and the quarterback's going to take off. But good job so far.
Hello to Bob Thomas, says he's loving the Tom and Eddie show, and Big D down in Dallas, Texas. Hello, Bob. 3rd down, and they'll stop play. It'll blow it up in the line of scrimmage. Somebody jumped on a 3rd down and 6 from the 19-yard line. See what the man on the white hat says. Should be legal procedure. It is. The Grainger Grizzlies. They're discombobulated, Coach. That interception's got them rattled a little bit.
It does. Just some of the angles they're taking trying to throw the ball. Really difficult on a quarterback, just to be honest with you. But, God, there's a lot of pressure coming. So, and hey to Bob. Bob changed my life, so thank you, Bob.
Back to the 14-yard line. 3rd down and 11. Cyclones line them up, bringing a house in here, looks like. He'll roll out in the flat. Looking, stops, pumps, throws downfield, and it's intercepted again. Cyclones got another pick at the 20. He's at the 15. He'll stay down inside of the 10-yard line. Another pick for the Cyclones. See who got it. A flag at the end of the play, and they're mixing up a little bit. The Grainger Grizzlies. Rowland gets the interception for the Cyclones. Right back in a penalty flag. They got the big boy out of the way, number 52. That would be Preston Brooks mixing it up with our guys and rolling with a pick, and we've got the football again back in great field position at the 10-yard line of Grainger, Coach. 1st and goal, Cyclones.
Yeah, great job coverage. There was good pressure again. 2 guys, though, right where he threw the football, so really 2 guys had a chance to pick that, but a great job by the defense. So offsetting penalties there, a little bit too much going on after the play, but it's offset, so we're First and goal here.
We haven't played 3 minutes of football. We already had unsportsmanlike conduct, so a little dicey out there. Here we go. First and 10 Cyclones at the 10-yard line. First and goal. The orange and black on the far hash mark. Slagle, our first offensive set of the night. Rhett will keep it. He'll turn the corner. Slagle, he'll go to the 10. He'll go to the 5. It'll be strung out and brought down, pushed back to about the 6-yard line, maybe the 7. He got to the 5. They're shoving him back. Tackle made by number 2, Brandon Church, making a stop for the Grizzlies.
Almost looked a little bit like what basically Grainger was trying to do, just quarterback sweep. So we'll see what we do here on second.
Second down from the 4-yard line. Cyclones knocking on the door. A couple of turnovers here early here. Slagle. Red will keep it. Red will go down inside. Touchdown Cyclones. Touchdown Red Slagle. From 6 yards out, he hammers it in behind the Hogs. 13-0 first quarter Betsy, Coach.
That's a great start. What they needed, they had to have a great start. Just great job by the front people, and the J train turned into a big blocker there. It'd be fun to run behind the train. I think I might be able to do that.
13-0 Cyclones. Clock at 8:30 to go in the period. Next Friday night, right back here for senior night, Cherokee's coming to town. They've got Greenville tonight. They get a back-to-back dose of Greenville tonight in Rogersville, and the Cyclones next Friday night here at Citizens Bank Stadium. So there you go. Whitehead for the point after. Coach will keep us up to date on the scores from around the area a little bit later on in the broadcast. Everybody just getting started. We've gotten started in a big-time way. 2 interceptions turned into points, 14-0 Cyclones, and penalty against.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Cyclones.
Cyclones get an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Not sure what went on there.
So the Cyclones will see Bowers. Whitehead will go down to the 10 for the point after.
Okay, so they were just
do it on the kickoff.
Doing it on the kickoff. I'd like to see him try it from back here. But.
Bowers for the point after here. 13-0 first quarter Cyclones. Whitehead to hold. Nods his head. Puts the ball on the tee. Perfect. 14-0 Cyclones. We'll be back after this for Lingerfield Drug Center. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football.
Lines in between the whistle. No doubt the boys are gonna hit you. They're the standard, you best believe. If you don't know now, you're about to see it.
This is Gavin Cleardyke with Elizabethton Football. You're watching Cyclones Sports.
We're talking to our buddy Dr. Ed Carter from Lingerfield Drug Center, one of our proud sponsors of the show, and Cyclone Sports. A lot of pharmacies out there, a lot of drugstores out there. Why, in your humble opinion, should we come and trade at Lingerfield Drug Center?
Yes, I think our customers are our family. We treat people how I'd want my family to be treated. And that's, we can come in after hours for you if you need or deliver to you. I think we just go the extra mile. A lot of times at a big chain or something, if you need a refill and it's out of refills, it's too bad. But we'll call the doctor, send them messages, and keep bothering them until they get them sent in to us. So we want to do everything we can to make sure our customers have their medicine and are happy.
Customer service, folks. Again, Lingerfield Drug Center down here beside Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Yeah, the bank's rocking, yelling, go, Becky, go.
Penalty assessed on the kickoff. Will boom it from the 25. We'll see how far Campbell can hammer this thing. He's got a foot too. So does Bowers, obviously, but Campbell can hammer it. Hello to Morgan Lyons, Mark Garrison, Lance and Christy Peru. 14-0 first quarter Cyclones. Campbell to boom it from the 25, and as I predicted, back down to their 17-yard line. What a kick to the 20. 25, 30, tries to get outside, and he'll break a tackle and get some good, nice return out to about the 37-yard line. 2 doing it. That would be Brandon Church, the return man. Let's see who got him for the Cyclones. Who's the last one up over there, Coach? Coming up off the pile, being helped up by the Grizzlies. Tucker Taylor.
Yep.
Tucker back down there again.
He's a very good special teams player. He's good on the regular side of the ball, but he's a really good special teams player.
His mother won't be worth a flip the rest of the game. She's over there whooping and hollering. and understandably so. First and 10, 37-yard line. Not much so far for Grainger. Third set of the ball game for the Grizzlies. They're 2-0. We're 0-1 on the keeper. And hammered at the line of scrimmage and brought down, led by Wallen. 35-yard line. Ashton Taylor tried to do a little, almost like a quarterback draw, coach, I think. Just took off running up the middle, and he had nothing to do with it. Great job of Wallen.
Yeah, it really is just quarterback sweep. They've been in the exact same set every offensive play. Going to have to come up with something a little bit different, I believe, to have some success.
36-yard line, second down and 11. Clock, 7:49 to go in the period. 14-0 Betsy, first quarter. So out of the huddle will come the Grainger Grizzlies. Red helmets, white tops, blue bottoms.
A little different here.
Second 11, 36-yard line, different formation. Taylor will run it again. Taylor, and he gets popped and nothing. They're waiting on him. We've watched the film, Coach. Gavin Kodak, Landon Hughes out there. Also making a stop for the Cyclones. Let's see. You call that Kyron Smalls.
Mm-hmm. And that's Landry Buckles.
Landry Buckles, you got it. So it's third and long. What do you do, Coach, for Grainger? Nothing's working so far against our defense.
Well, you got to be a little bit leery to put the ball in the air, but they're not getting anything. This is a point where if you've got a draw or a screen or something like that, something simple, be a little bit leery throwing the ball down the field because they're getting ready to pin their ears back right here.
So at the 37-yard line. Third down and 10. Empty backfield. He'll run it. Rolls out, wants to throw it. Sidesteps Smalls. No, he doesn't. Kyron got him with a sack. All the way to the 27-yard line and a flag on the play. See if it's a face mask. Let's see what it was. They'll flag him. The ball back at the 27. He loses 10 on the tackle for loss. The flag flies right at the point of the tackle.
Not sure exactly. I know we had two guys fly over the pile, didn't get on the pile, so I'm not sure exactly what this will be.
Personal foul on the Cyclones. It'll be first and 10 Grizzlies.
Grizzlies get a big chunk of real estate after we stopped them for a 10-yard loss. Got to clean it up, Coach, out to the 46-yard line, first and 10 Grainger. Actually, it's 4th and 1. So they need to get one more yard for first down, and they're going to go for it, obviously.
Big play right here.
Cyclones defending. He'll keep it. He got it. Well, I may have spoke too soon. Let's see. He got hit. He got a forward surge, and we shoved him back. Let's see where to mark the football. It's very close, I can tell you that.
Ashton Taylor on the keeper. It'll be first down, Grizzlies.
Grizzlies got it. First down, Grainger. Hello, Curtis Trent and Maryville.
Kurt hit me harder than anybody's ever hit me in a football uniform, by the way.
Oh, really?
My neighbor, yeah, about killed me.
Hello to Rita Boer. So Curtis about,
he was tough.
about laid you out.
Oh, yeah, I deserved it, I'm sure.
Michael Griffin, Emily Lanier, first and 10 Grainger from the 47-yard line. Penalty flag flies out of the backfield. That's usually typically a hold, is it not, Coach?
Yeah, it looks to me like where he's thrown from.
Cyclones pounced on him.
First by number 67.
Kodak, or the Hughes rather, got him. And Riley Jones was there too. Sharon Irwin, Daniel Calvert, Jack Stout, J.P. Kilburn, Brandon Blevins, Tamika Davis. Holding against the Grizzlies, Aaron Greer, Renee Campbell, David Kane, David Moore, Jimmy Buck, Greg Cameron worked tonight. These are kids doing it, folks. These are kids. Isaac and Jackson are doing the cameras tonight. Erica, Zajac, Garrett Bargo, Brooke Simmons, Adeline Hyder, and Rocky Davenport.
Oh, Rock.
Watching. Thank you all very much.
Miss Addie.
First and 20 from the 30-yard line. And nothing.
Stuck.
Stuck. First and 20 from the 37, I meant to say. I'm sorry.
Taylor only keeper.
Landry Buckles, great stop. Great form tackle right there. whipped his man, and then just stayed home. Great tackle.
Rita says we're painting at Maggie and Carter Everett's house. Appreciate being able to watch. I'm working on Carter Everett. We're trying to get out. He needs one touchdown to be in the top 10 in the history of Tennessee high school football. He said he's got 88. I got him at 89, so we got to figure it out. If that's the case, we'll submit it to the TSSAA. He also threw for 8,000 yards in his career. I got to see where that falls in the all-time greats of Tennessee football. So Carter Everett, we talk about Bryson Rollins, and deservedly so, but I'm telling you, when I first got here, the guy that made this team go at QB was Carter Everett.
Yeah, he was just such a big kid with an accurate arm. We were very fortunate he came through when he did. Did a great job for us, and he fought through some really tough injuries as well. And so I'd like to know where he lands on that list. Got to be somewhere.
Yep. So Miss Boer, who teaches Spanish, and I hear about it every day because somebody thinks that she's pretty cool, would be my granddaughter. Time out on the field, 14-0 Cyclones. Coach, 4:38 mark. What's your take so far in the game, sir?
I like everything I've seen, but a couple of penalties. We've got to kind of cut that out. We've only run 2 offensive plays, I think, to this point. And so there's a lot to be happy about right now, but got to keep the pressure up right here.
Second down at 25 from the 32-yard line. 4:38 to go in the first quarter. 14-0 Cyclones. Next Friday night, Cherokee in here for senior night. Then we go to East Tennessee State in 2 weeks to battle Daniel Boone on a neutral site. Second and 25 from the 32, rolling out in the flat, looking, throwing, and caught at the 41-yard line. Leaped up, make that catch, picks up 9 on the play. Catch made by Granger's junior Blake Bishop. Right there to make the tackle right on the spot. Great job, Bryson Rowland making a stop. Ball's at the market actually at the 39-yard line, Coach. So it's 3rd and long again, Grizzlies.
Yeah, they played it safe a little bit there defensively, not letting them get down the field, get behind them. So, but a good tackle, one-on-one. Here's the play, though.
3rd down and 16 from the 39-yard line. 3:59 to go in the period. Looking, throwing, and sideline route. Did he catch it? Let's see. He dove for it to the 45-yard line on a down and out pattern. Did he make the catch?
No.
No, incomplete.
Intended for number 22, Zach Lindsay.
So 22 is the intended man, Zach Lindsay. Incomplete. 4th down, we'll get the ball back. Man, I like those uniforms, Coach. They look really good.
They do bring back good memories. Other than the numbers, we didn't have numbers on the shoulders, but that uniform was the standard for a number of years here.
So coming out of this punt, which we're about to get, talk about the 88 team. Taylor kicks it on the twister at the 28-yard line to the 30, 35, to the 40, and then spins his way up to about the 47-yard line. Nice return from the 28 out to the 47 by the Cyclone return man. It was Wallen on the return for the Cyclone, Zach Wallen. Coach, some of the 88 guys, talk a little bit about the team.
Well, one of the best to ever put on the uniform. And just the summary is they were 9-1, into the year ranked 7th in the state, did not go to the playoffs.
Wow.
Beat Kingsport and Johnson City both in the same year. And it was a team that was loaded on both sides of the ball. Gave up less than 70 yards a game rushing, averaged 31 points. So they were the real deal, expected to be good, and they were good. Had one mishap, and we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yep, we'll hear about some of the individuals, too. 1st and 10 Cyclones, 48-yard line, first quarter, 14-0. Slagle fumbled the football. Red will run with it and get popped, and a busted play. He'll make positive real estate out of it. It could have been worse than it was. He lost it back at the 45. He picks it up on the knuckleball roll and gets it to about the 48-yard line. 11 making a stop for the Granger Grizzlies. Call out the name of Dawson Fowler, the running back. Big 77. He's a load out there, Coach.
Yes, he is.
Lucas Lincoln, number 77. He looks like a wall.
They've got some size.
A lot of fabric on that jersey. That's a big one. 2nd and 10, 48-yard line. 2:58 to go in the period. 14-0 Cyclones. Slagle through to the near side, wide side, bubble screen caught. And he'll bring it up the field. Whitehead and get popped across midfield and get it to the 47-yard line. Tackle made by Granger's number 12, Garrett Patterson. Back up inside, Coach. Nothing fancy, but a completed pass.
Yeah, I mean, they needed that, got a large chunk of what they lost and about half the yardage for a first down. So now this is a big play. Really don't want to punt the ball this early.
3rd and 5, 47-yard line, down to the 42 to move the sticks here in the first quarter. Slagle looking, hands off. It'll be Wallen. Wallen will get the first down to the 41. Nice run by Justice Wallen. So he'll take it to the 41-yard line, picks up 6, and a Double C Western Supply first down where they've got the shorts are 20% off. They got a clearance rack 50% off. And a lot of that will be things you may need here this weekend. The cooler weather's coming, like jean jackets and denim jackets and Wrangler jackets. Some of those on that clearance rack, not some, they're all 50% off at Double C Western Supply. 41-yard line, 1st and 10. 1:52 to go in the period. 14-0 Cyclones. Man in motion from far side to near side. That's Roland. Slagle looking. He's got a man out here. Single coverage. Wallen's got him beat. It's touchdown, Cyclones. Touchdown, Red Slagle to Zach Wallen. Oh, baby. What a throw, Coach.
Perfect. Just put a lot of air under it. Gave him a chance to run under it. Let him in stride. Didn't have to slow down one bit. And he had plenty of time to throw. So all around, just a great play. Good drive for our first really initial long drive.
Zach set us up on the run. I'm sorry, Justice set it up on the run. Zach set us up on the touchdown catch. 41-yard pass from Slagle, and we're cooking with propane. We're up 20-0 first quarter at the 1:39 mark. Bowers with a point after. Getting ready to eat some Big Dan's barbecue here in a second. Ball down, it's up, it's into end. It is good. 21-0 Betsy. Here's Big Dan's barbecue on Elizabethton Cyclone football.
This is Seth Campbell with Elizabethton Football, and you're watching Cyclone Sports.
Big Dan's barbecue.
We care about our product, and we do it all ourselves in-house. I make all the rub, all the sauce, and the reason I got in barbecue is I'm pretty much obsessed with it. I went to college for drafting, but when the economy crashed, I got laid off and ended up opening in 2010, and I've been doing it full-time ever since.
Hours are open?
We're open Tuesday through Saturday. We're open on weekdays 11 to 8 and Friday and Saturdays until 9 p.m.
How do we find you on social media?
My Facebook page, Big Dan's East Tennessee Barbecue. I got somebody working on a website, but it's not ready yet.
And then the phone number is?
423-542-2272, and we're in the 3rd block downtown on the left.
There you go. One of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Douglas Sports Show, Big Dan's Barbecue in downtown Elizabethton.
Big Dan's barbecue. Man, those burnt ends are special. They're good food down at Big Dan's. Love their barbecue. Here's the kick, Campbell. It's end over end. It'll bounce to the 25. Knuckleball down the field. Picked up. Oh, loose football. He'll just have to dive for it back at the 11-yard line. Miscue by the return team. 24 dove for it and saved it. Gage Wyatt, the junior. We were down there ready to pounce on a coach, and Cyclones will defend. Granger again pinned back in their territory at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 will lead at 21-0 first quarter.
Great job, though, by Campbell. He booms a couple of kicks. They've got that in their mind, and then he pooches it into a dead spot. You never know what that ball is going to do once it hits the ground. Great job coverage. They have a tough place to start down on their own 11. Great job by Campbell and the coverage team.
Hello to Tim Dyer tuning in for the first time. Thank you, sir, very much. Ball at the 11-yard line. Clock 1:34, first quarter, 21-0, near hash mark. Next Friday night, it's senior night here against the Cherokee Chiefs. Then we go on the road to Daniel Boone, and a neutral site at East Tennessee State will be our opponent. Then back here for 2 more. On the keeper, Taylor running for dear life, turns the corner. No, he's not going to get the corner turned. They drop the hammer on him. Our defensive end stayed at home, coach, as they turn the corner. Buckles up to make the stop. Great job on Landry, and they'll take a TFL tackle for loss back inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8-yard line, coach, a loss of 3.
Yeah, just a great job pursuit. It looked like he had the edge to start with, but Buckles' closing speed's impressive. Wrapped him up and threw him down.
Back to that touchdown. Perfect in stride, perfectly thrown ball. That was textbook.
You can't throw a ball any better. I don't know. We used to practice throwing into a trash can in the corners. That just looked exactly like what you would want a player to do. Beautiful release, great accuracy.
Great camera work, folks. Doing a great job tonight. These are students, folks. Don't forget that. Kids running the cameras for you all tonight and every night. Here's the keeper, a high snap, and he had to pull it down and take off running. He got popped at the 10-yard line. They've got 2 on the play, and that's it. Somebody lowered the boom on him. Put the wood to him, as they used to say back home in the hills of West Virginia.
It may have been Woodby. I'm not sure.
I think it was Billy Woodby popped him at the 10-yard line, number 26.
Our motors are in good shape tonight. I like the way we're playing. Got a little bit of pep in our step. That's exactly what we need to see. I look like an anxious, hungry bunch.
Could be the final play of the period, down to 6 seconds to go. And that's what it's going to be. We're going to take a break for Food City, our great sponsor. We're winning the books, folks. Oh, baby. The Cyclone machine is cranking up, folks. It's going to be an exciting run at the end of the regular season. After 21-0 Cyclones. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football. The Cyclones are going to come out on the field, and I guarantee you'll hear the Cyclone Nation go bananas over here in a minute. And they're going nuts over there. Standing ovation.
This is Landry Buckles with Elizabethton Football. You're watching Cyclone Sports.
We're all picky about our produce, and whether you're a thumper, a sniffer, a squeezer, or just plain particular, we promise no one is more picky about produce than Food City. That's why we're introducing our Picky Promise. Whether it's from farms down the road or tropical produce from the ends of the earth, we guarantee it's fresh or we'll replace it. You see, we're picky about produce, so you don't have to be.
This new team is coming in here, and we're going to show them what we're all about.
First quarter, 21-0's in the books. Coach, we've had an interception for a touchdown. We've had a quarterback keeper for a touchdown. We've had a bomb of 41 yards from Slagle to Zach Wallen for a touchdown. Pretty complete way to put 21 points on the board.
Pretty balanced attack. I think they had a specific approach they were going to do early. I think they've done what they wanted to do.
21-0 starts the second period, 3rd and 11 from the 10-yard line. Back to the scoreboard. Taylor rolls out in the flat, looking, pumps once, twice, throws one out there. It's going to be overthrown, and Whitehead with a pick at the 40. He'll turn it back upfield to the 35. Whitehead to the 30, cuts to the outside of the 25. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Does he go? Touchdown!
Good
Touchdown,
job.
Cyclones. Touchdown, Justin Whitehead on the INT.
Great job. Great defense there. And quarterback got stuck as well.
Second touchdown for the interception, this time 41 yards out on the pick by number 17 for the Cyclones. That will be our junior, Justin Whitehead.
Great job. Good pressure. Like I said, kind of threw the ball up there, but had him well covered. Love the way he reversed field and the way his teammates blocked for him all the way to the end zone.
27-0, Bowers the point after here. Kick. Virtually automatic. 28-0. Now this from Cannon Dental. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football.
So I'm Dr. Beth Cannon of Cannon Family Dental. We do a little bit of everything, cosmetic dentistry, general dentistry. We see all ages of patients. I like that patients are comfortable with bringing their family here. With smaller children, they're some of my favorite patients to see. We always try to make that first visit super happy where they get to come in, sit in the chair, see how they get pictures of their teeth and get their teeth brushed with a little silly brush. There's multiple families that have been with me since the beginning, and their kids were, my kids' age, like 7, 8 years old, and now they're grown up driving. They drive to their own appointments and make their own appointments, which is wonderful, and getting to see the kids and grow up with them. It's great to be a part of that. So if any of you are looking for a new dentist, we would love to have you join our family. Definitely give us a call if you'd like to come in.
28-0 Cyclones first half here. Of course, you get 35. You know in Tennessee we get a running clock. Campbell to boot it away right to left here. Look into the scoreboard here at Citizens Bank Stadium on an almost perfect night for football. Weather-wise, it's dandy, and the score's pretty good, too. End-over-end kick bouncing at the 25, rolls out of bounds. With knuckleball east to west here. So, again, 2 picks tonight. I can go back this week and find out last time we had 2 interceptions for touchdowns in the same game. I want to say back in the Parker Hughes era. Carter Everett would know this because it was back, I think, in that time frame. It's not been that long ago. We had some excellent defensive backs like we do this year as well.
Jake Roberts.
Jake and those guys, but I'd have to go back and do my homework on that one. But Wallen with a 30-yard interception. Justin Whitehead with a 41-yard pick. Zach Wallen a 41-yard pass from Schlegel. And then Rhett ran one in from 6. That's been your scoring with 4-point afters by Bowers. 28-0 Cyclones first half here. Grainger will set up shop on their own 35-yard line. Up front, 81 Riley Jones, the defensive end. Rainwater's out there as one of the tackles. High snap, hands off, turns the corner, nothing. Got him, waiting on him. Stayed at home, great containment coach. Tried to turn the corner and nothing doing.
Yeah, right. Again, it's very similar to the way they started. That would be a play they started with, and we have them outmanned at the point of attack. And I don't think we're necessarily slanting or doing anything fancy. I think our guys are just getting off blocks and getting to the position.
I'm going to say weight room's the difference. They're fighting off those blocks.
We got some strong kids.
Strong lads. Second and 9, 36-yard line. First half, 28-0. Hand off in the backfield, breaks loose, gets out to about the 37. Not much more. Tackling the play. Wallen was at the top. At the bottom was McGovern. Kyler McGovern on the stop for the Cyclones.
Stop made by number 48, Kyler
McGovern spotting the football to 37. Another 3rd and long now for Grainger. Virtually no offensive sets tonight. Not much. I think they've got a couple of first downs. Both of those for penalties, if I'm not mistaken. 3rd and 8, 37-yard line. 10:29 to the break. 28-0 Cyclones. We're going to showcase that 88 team at halftime.
Okay, we'll be ready to do it.
3rd down and 8, 37-yard line. Taylor claps in the hands. Running in trouble. Looking. They're after him. Kyler McGovern's back there. He'll turn the corner, run for dear life, and get it back to the 35-yard line. That was, I got to tuck it and go kind of run by Taylor. As Kyler McGovern fought off his block coach, he was back there in his grill. To Taylor's credit, he got upfield and made some positive real estate.
I didn't think there was any way he was going to be able to get back to the line of scrimmage. He really did a nice job there. But again, he didn't even have time to set his feet. We had a defender there right where he was wanting to turn and set his feet. So makes it really tough on an offense with that kind of pressure.
Justin Whitehead.
Travis Jones, part of the 88 team we'll talk about at halftime. High snap, have to get it away, and he does. It's a twister. It'll bounce and take a Grainger bounce down to the 30, trickles down to the 25. They're down it at the 24. Number 8 will do it. And downing the football is Jackson Ritchie, the sophomore for Grainger. 28-0 Cyclones, 9:17 to go to halftime. And the orange and black back at it here. Next Friday night against Cherokees here for senior night. Then we go to East Tennessee State for the neutral game with Daniel Boone, who's playing tonight in the Musket Bowl. Then you come back here for Sullivan East and Dobbins Minute home games. Then we go on the road, Volunteer, Northview Academy, and Greenville. So the final 3 games on the road, but that's okay. We earned that last year being on the road so much. 24-yard line, Cyclones set up shop. We'll go right to left, look into the scoreboard here. Leading 28-0, 9:17 to go first half. Schlegel hands off. Wallen sidesteps 20, 30 on his feet and belly slides to the 39-yard line. That's Landry Buckles. Buckles with the carry. Patterson probably saved a touchdown. Landry Buckles on the Jets takes it from the 24 out to the 37, 13-yard pickup and a Double C Western Supply first down. Buckles has got some wheels, Coach.
He sure does, and speaking of the 88 team, his dad had some wheels and was on that team as well. So, again, this runs in the family. Good genetics.
37-yard line, 1st and 10, 8:44 till halftime. Schlegel, 2 to the near side, the wide side of the field. Rhett's already hooked up with a 41-yard touchdown. He'll shuffle it up top to look out. He'll take it to the 40, 45, and to the 50, and falls forward to the 44-yard line of the shuffle. Who got that? Was that Kyron?
I believe that was.
It was. Kyron Smalls with a little shuffle to the 50-yard line, picks up 13. Another big gap of real estate, Coach. Another first down.
And that's kind of a reward play. He plays anywhere they ask him to. He plays his guts out. Probably never thought he would catch a shuttle pass in his life, but a really nice job setting that up. They blocked well for him. He runs pretty good.
Granger's defensive set is tired. You can see already a little bit. They've been out there virtually the whole first half. Their offense hasn't given much at all. It's 7:55 to go to halftime. 1st and 10 in midfield. 28-0 Cyclones. Schlegel looking, throws out in the flat, caught, curls upfield, good open field tackle. He broke that tackle, stayed with it. He thought he was going to tackle him and release, and he did release, but our guy stayed with it and turns it back up to the 45-yard line. Jack Blevins makes the catch to the 41-yard line, picks up 9. We're just doing what we want to, Coach, quite frankly. Offensively, they have no stoppage right now.
Yeah, and I think the coaches probably saw something right there. I'll be really surprised if they don't come back with something very similar, but with another option here in just a little while. Good ball, though. Threw it right where he needed to throw it.
All this without the J train getting the handoff yet. He's yet to get a carry, the big dog. Schlegel looking, throws, got one out there in single coverage. Going to be Whitehead. He'll go up, try and get it, and bounced off his hand out of bounds. He juggled it, hit it. Good try by Whitehead. Gage Wyatt was right there to defend him, and Justin almost made a acrobatic catch, did not, incomplete.
Circus catch, they've thrown a flag. I'm not sure who, well, there's 2 flags, one in the backfield and then one downfield, so we'll see what.
Personal foul, Cyclones.
So they offset, all right.
Block in the back, Grainger, offsetting penalties. 7-minute mark first half, 28-0 Cyclones.
Pass interference on the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I think they jockeyed with Whitehead a little bit too much there.
I said block in the back is pass interference. 2nd and 6, 46-yard line.
Kind of looked like that, so.
6:58 and counting to go to halftime. And now a timeout, Cyclones.
Timeout, Cyclones.
So we'll keep it right here. Go to the website, collinsandcompany.info. They got all those auctions going on. You a comic book guy growing up? You like comic books?
I read a few Archies, but I wasn't a collector. So that's about it.
He read a few Archies. Yep,
yeah,
I understand.
That's about my level.
There's a comic book auction starting on Monday. Just go to collinsandcompany.info and check it out. They got multiple auctions. They've got one right now that goes through the 10th, which would be next week. And 100% of the proceeds of this particular auction will go to help get, it's called Waiting to Hear. It's an organization, nonprofit, that buys hearing aids for young people who can't hear and otherwise can't afford it. So the auction, 100% of this auction will go to that cause. So please go to collinsandcompany.info. David Collins, our great real estate agent. collinsandcompany.info, and bid on all the auctions, but in particular on that one because all the money goes to buying hearing aids for kids who otherwise couldn't afford it. That's a great, nice tip of the cap for our buddy David Collins from Collins and Company.
Please return any balls that are kicked into the stands. Please return any footballs that are kicked
41-yard line, 46-yard line, 2nd and 6, 6:48 to go to halftime. Cyclone, Schlegel, single setback. Is that the train? It is. The train's got it. He'll go down to the 40, take it to the 35-yard line. 11 yards on the first carry with the J train. And 14 getting up going, what in the Sam Hill hit me? Blake Bishop, he was spinning around like a turtle on his back on his shell going, zzz, what in the world hit me? 35-yard line, picks up 11.
Great run, great job up front. I'm glad to see him get his hands on the ball. I mean, he's a load, but we do want him to be healthy down the road as well. Just get him some carries, feed him enough to keep him happy.
35-yard line, 1st and 10, picked up 11. And now I think we've called another timeout, Timeout Cyclones at the 6:16 mark to go. Coach, throw some numbers. Talk some more about that 88 team, would you please?
Okay, well, first, like I said, 9-1, three-way tie for the conference championship. So from the team I talked about last year was kind of rags to riches. This was the one that was kind of heartbreak ridge. They knew they were going to be good, but they only took 2 teams in the playoffs. Also, it went from the Big 7 in 77 to in 88, it was the Big 10. So you only had one out-of-conference game to play, and they played Greenville. So it came down to the record of the team that you played to determine if you got in the playoffs. Greenville had a terrible year. Actually, it cost them the year before when they went 8-2 as well. They went 3-7, but they wore out a team that another team played that had a better record, and so we still did not go. So we were sitting there at the house come playoff time, and I think a lot of people across the state wanted to see our 88 team play Jeff County. That was kind of the standard in the state during that time.
That's when they had the Collins boys down at Jeff County, didn't they?
Yes.
Yep. 1st and 10, 35-yard line. Cyclones, here we go. Rolling out, Slagle, got time, throws down the middle, and it's going to be picked off on a floater at the 25-yard line. A pick by Jeff County, and that will be number 1, Luke Davis, an interception. That one floated on Rhett, and that play didn't go, Coach, obviously.
Something wasn't right from the get-go. Something just didn't look like that people weren't in sync, and so I'm not 100% sure. And that came after 2 timeouts, so not really sure what we were trying to actually get done there, but whatever it was just
didn't work.
They may take that one out of the book.
1st and 10, Granger at the 30-yard line, 6:04 to go. Tomorrow night, Tennessee and North Carolina State. What do you think?
Well, I mean, I think the Big Orange are in prime condition to win a game like that, but golly, you never know going on the road against a Power 5 conference team.
1st and 10 on the 30-yard line. Granger trying to do anything offensively, and that's not a good start. We pop him at the 30, line of scrimmage, and drove him back to the 28. See where they'll mark the football. He tried to keep it. Rainwater tried to do a little jitterbug there, and that didn't work. Taylor had his helmet pop off. He'll have to come out the game for a play. So a new quarterback in for the Grizzlies. 5:38 to go, first half, 28-0 Elizabethton.
Yeah, just another. I've never seen so many tackles end up going backwards on the initial contact. And again, that you go back to the weight room, that's where that stuff comes in.
Grizzlies didn't bring a whole lot tonight. See up on the screen, there's not a lot of fans up there on the other side on our monitor. Great job again, great camera work, guys.
Official timeout on the field.
Timeout on the field again for the official. Now they wind the clock back up, and here we go. 2nd and 10 from the 30. No gain on the play. New quarterback. He'll hand off and get out of the way. Going to be brought down to the 29 for a tackle for loss. Nothing's working for this football team because our defense is on it tonight. Kyron Smalls again making a stop, Coach. He has been everywhere tonight, offensively or defensively, now offensively too, on that little shuffle pass. And so 3rd and 10, 4:52 to go, first half, 28-0 Cyclones.
Yeah, they just really don't have an answer right now for what we're doing defensively. It is a lot of repeat plays, same thing that they've been doing since the beginning, and have very little to show for it.
Which is an understatement. They've got 2 first downs, I think, unofficially, both by penalties. I don't think they've earned any on their own. If they have, there haven't been many. 3rd and 10, 2 to the near side, wide side of the field. Looking, left-handed quarterback throws out here. It's up for grabs. It's going to be nearly intercepted. It was! Wallen with the interception. Zach Wallen, another pick. Number 8 had it. He's smacking himself on the helmet going, what did I do? Jackson Ritchie had that ball, and Zach Wallen just took it away from him. INT, Cyclones, 3rd of the ball game. Betsy gets the ball back, Coach.
That's a great job. Again, we've covered the deep ball well. We've covered the short ball pretty well, too. But a great job by Wallen being at home. And, again, there was a lot of pressure on the quarterback again, so having to throw it maybe a little bit quicker than he wanted to. It's hard to throw with one of those big guys in your face.
So it sets up shop. It'll be at the 41-yard line. 1st and 10 Cyclones. 4:15 till halftime. The third interception of the night by our defense. Schlegel through to the far side, wide side of the field. Puts Whitehead in motion. Hands it off on the jet sweep. Turns the corner. Whitehead. He's at the 45. Look out of the 50. He'll sidestep to the 45 down the far sideline to the 40 and run out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. Oh, nice job by Whitehead on the jet sweep. See where they'll mark the football. Whitehead crossing midfield, obviously, down inside the 45, down to about the 37-yard line. So give him 22 yards on the carry by Whitehead. First down, Cyclones.
Nice job. A new wrinkle, something, again, people have to prepare for, for the next Friday and that Friday after. So a lot of variety tonight. And, again, that'll put pressure on defensive coordinators down the road.
We were during the break. You told us Cherokee and Greenville. Greenville's leading 18-0 first quarter. Here it's 28-0 with 3.5 to go to halftime. Halftime brought to you by the Coffee Company. But we're going to talk 88 football. Schlegel, hands off, cuts outside, big hole. 30, turns the corner, stiff arms a man, and will get it down to the 25, and they'll bring it down and knocked out of bounds. It actually stays on his feet, and they'll flag him out of bounds by Justice Wallen. Takes him from the 37 down inside the 30. Let's see, we'll step him out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. 13-yard pickup, another Double C Western Supply first down. Big chunks of real estate, Coach. This defense is gassed. They've been out there for most of the first half.
Yeah, they sure have. We are getting large chunks every time.
1st and 10, 24-yard line. Hand off to Wallen. Nope. Yep, Justice cuts to the outside of the 20. He's at the 15, at the 10. Cuts back in the middle of the field. He'll go down to the 5. He'll drag bodies down to the 3-yard line. 21-yard pickup by Justice Wallen. Most of that on his own, dragging bodies, Coach, down inside the 5. Will mark the football down around the 4-yard line, I think.
It's a great job. I believe that was, can't remember who that was, rolled up there. The guard, 62, did a really good job kind of opening up the initial hole, but he does a good job reading blocks.
Picks it at the 4, puts it at the 4, the 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Cyclones lead at 28-0, knocking on the door for another one here. 1st and goal from the 4. 2:35 till halftime. Schlegel hands off to the J-Train. J-Train barrels down inside, dragging bodies. Is he in? And let's see when they mark the football. He's down to the 1. They don't call him in yet. He's at the 1-yard line for the J-Train. Picks up 3, pounding it between center and right guard. Patterson making a stop for Grainger.
Granger's having a hard time getting set before the ball snapped. Like you said, they're gassed.
We'll get another dose of the J-Train. You wait and see. Hand off. Got it. 1-yard line. He's in. Touchdown, Cyclones. Touchdown, J-Train. Wallen for Betsy.
I'll tell you what, Gavin Kodak was involved in almost every play there. Pullen just did a tremendous job opening a lot of holes. Impressed with him. You bragged on him earlier. He's a load.
J-Train hammers it in from 1 yard out. 34-0 Cyclones. First half, we'll have a running clock in the second half here. So point after by Bowers. We get ready to. There's the kick. It's long enough. It's good. We'll be back from this from Pleasant Beach Baptist Church. 35-0 Cyclones. You're watching Betsy Football.
This is Leonard Hughes with Let's Go Football, and you're watching Cyclone Sports.
This is Pastor Mark Fowler, and we want to invite you to be with us at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church sometime soon. And we're thankful for what God is doing, and we've had visitors almost every week. We have so many people that God is using His Word to accomplish a work in their life. And we want you to come. I think about our society today, and there's a lot of talk about the negative aspects and generations and what's missing and what we're going to do and how do we face this social issue and how do we face that social issue. And that is always the buzz. And if we're not careful, we talk like God doesn't have an answer. 2 Timothy chapter 3, we looked at the other night together in our church, and it reminds us that, yes, in the last days, there's going to be some difficult things come, dangerous times, but the antidote is always God's Word. And so what we're trying to do is to provide Bible answers for today's tough questions. And we're building Believers by the Book. So we want your family to come. We're thankful to have a Sunday school hour and a junior church and master clubs and a youth group and all those things going on. But what we're trying to accomplish is to get the Word of God into the hearts and minds of God's people.
35-0 Cyclones will get the clock started and run it for the final 2 minutes of the first half. Campbell will drive it end over end deep, and they just look over the shoulder, and it hits. It's a live ball. He says, I better go get that one. He's at the 4, running for dear life, and brought down to the 4-yard line. Not a smart play on the kickoff return by Grainger. He thought it was going to go, in his defense, thought it was going to go in the end zone for a touchback. It didn't. Uriah Lucas making a stop. He ran east to west, dropped him to the 4-yard line, Coach.
Big difference in a grass field and a turf field. I mean, that happens a lot on a turf field. That ball just kind of dies, and that's what it did. But you always go field a kick, that's at least not in the end zone. You've got to at least get it and see what you can get. So
I thought we'd have a running clock here. 1:54 to go. They stopped the clock on the play.
I think that's in the second half, I believe.
You're right. You're right.
That's right. But
that's another old codger moment, running clock in the second half, not the first half.
I'm not 100% sure I'm right. Don't trust me for much, Tom.
Yeah. Coach, you played it. You coached it. I trust anything you say. In trouble, safety. Cyclones safety in the end zone. 37-0 Cyclones on the safety. Sue got him. Bunch of them back there high-fiving. There was a host of Cyclones. They're smacking on the helmet. Let's see which one it is. Riley Jones gets that safety tonight.
Great job.
In honor of his mama.
That's
Folks out in Nebraska are happy.
Please come to the press box. Marilyn E. Tipton, please come to the press box.
Riley Jones, the safety, makes it 37-0, and we get a ball back on a free kick. Coach, not too many chinks in our armor tonight, sir. I can't imagine what Sean accept the unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. What would you be upset with? We played a solid first half of football.
They really have. It's been a delay. You don't get to scrimmage, once the season starts. They've been 2 weeks since they've been against, live competition. So I think they've done everything a coach would want a team to do under the circumstances as they are. Now you've got to figure out how you're going to approach the rest of this. You want your guys to play into shape. You want guys to get experience. And you got to make sure that's a frustrated football team on the other side. 2-0, kind of chest, probably felt pretty good about themselves. They come in and what's happened to them. So you just kind of got to look and see what's going on to know how to manage the rest of this.
So first half here, Grainger Grizzlies been pretty humbling, really. 37-0. We've scored in every conceivable way except a kickoff or punt return so far. We've had interceptions. We've had a safety. We've had a touchdown for a bomb. We've had an interception for a touchdown. We had a quarterback keeper. We had Bowers kicking point afters. With the exception of a punt return, we've always scored for the cycle, except for punt return, kickoff return, to use a baseball analogy. Somewhere our director of schools is giggling. I guarantee it. He's going, Taylor. He's a good one, isn't he?
Oh, man, he is. I like to aggravate him. We're such good friends, but we're very fortunate to have him as our director. Loves this town, loves this system, loves Cyclone athletics.
Talking about our superintendent or director of schools, Richard Van Us, will be with us, I guess, Daniel Boone.
I think so, yes, sir.
It's a road game of sorts. It's a neutral site. They didn't want to come play us here this year, so they were getting beat 21-0 in the Musket Bowl. So Boone's been outscored 84-7 going into the ball game. They're struggling this year in Gray. 37-0 Betsy. First half, 1:47 to go. Free kick, returnable ball to 28. He'll go to the 35 to the 40. Wallen to the 50. Look out, 45. He's at the 40. 35, 30, 25. Cuts back to the 20. He's inside the 15. He's down to the 13-yard line. Justice Wallen darn near broke it. Wow. We got Wallens everywhere. It's like the Waltons. We got Justice. We got Jay Bird. We've got, of course, Zach. And that time it was 28 Justice all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Thought we were going to get to that cycle, Tom. It looked like it there for a minute.
For your halftime entertainment.
1:25 to go. That's all we need to hit for a scoring cycle. The register would be a kickoff or a punt return. Clock at 1:25, 37-0. That one didn't go.
Red Slagel's pass intended for Kyron Smalls is incomplete.
Kyron Smalls incomplete. 1:15 stopping the clock. 2nd and 10 with the 15-yard line. Got the free kick on the safety, which was Riley Jones got that safety for Betsy.
2nd and 10.
I believe Kyron, I think he tried to run before he secured it, had some room there.
2nd and 10, 15-yard line, Slagle. Throws out in the flat, caught. Little bubble screen, stays on his feet. Takes it to 10, takes it to 5, takes it down. And did he get in? He did! Touchdown, Cyclones.
Pass complete, number
23, Jack Blevins with a touchdown. 15-yard pass, another Cyclone on the scoring column tonight. 15-yard pass, Slagle to Jack Blevins.
That's a great job. He got a lot of that on his own. Made a nice catch, was able to get his knee up off the ground, so he didn't get a loss. Really good job.
43-0 Cyclones, first half. Bowers to the point after. Getting ready to hear from Brummett Sports Shop here in a minute. Bowers, point after, perfect. 44-0 Cyclones, first half. Now this from Brummett Sports Shop. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football.
The kick is good.
Yeah, the bank's rocking, yelling, go, Betsy, go. Yeah, the bank's rocking, yelling, go, Betsy, go.
This is Kyron Smalls with Elizabethton Football, and you're watching Cyclone Sports.
Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry-fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry-fit T-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brummett Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brummett Sports Shop, downtown Elizabethton, Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummettSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton.
Automatic touchback again, 59 seconds to go to halftime, 44-0 Betsy. We'll check out scores coming up at halftime. Also, we'll showcase and spotlight the 88 football team. What'd you tell me? They went 9 and they were 7th in the state and didn't go to the playoffs.
Did not go to the playoffs.
We got hoodooed somewhere along the line, didn't we?
And 2 teams got to go. That's the thing. It wasn't. So,
okay.
Largest district in the state. So a district with 5 teams got 2 teams to go. We had 10 and we only got 2.
44-0 Cyclones. 59 seconds to the break here. Betsy's making a statement tonight, folks. We're back up the middle. Nice run by the quarterback. Look out of the 40. Midfield reverses. Taylor on his feet to the 40-yard line of the Cyclones. Landry Buckles saves the touchdown. Nice run by Taylor, the biggest player of the ball game for this football team, with 46 seconds to go to halftime. You go from the 20 all the way down to the mark to the 38-yard line. So that would be a 30 and another 12. What's that? 42-yard run by Ashton Taylor. 38-yard line. 1st and 10, Granger. 23 seconds to go in the first half. 44-0 Betsy. Taylor, empty backfield. Ashton Taylor wants to throw, looks, in trouble, flushed out of the pocket, running. McGovern, that's a hold on 2, will bring it back. McGovern tried to get to him, tried to sidestep him on the rush, and 2 held him. And Collar couldn't get to the ball. Let's see what, holding, no question. Number 2 held him big time, coach. Brandon Church saw McGovern coming on the outside of the bull rush. 48's playing a big ball game. All he could do is hold him, and they caught him.
They did. They sure caught him, but he was going to be sacked anyway. Woodby had a great pursuit angle, ran him down the backfield, so a good defensive play.
7 seconds to go to halftime. They'll mark that penalty off against the Grainger Grizzlies. It was at our 38-yard line. And so Grainger's with the penalty back to the 43. We declined the penalty, and we'll crank the clock back up. Final play of the half. Taylor puts a man in motion, fakes it to him, throws over the middle, and it's underthrown, and that's your first half. 3-0 on the scoreboard at Citizens Bank Stadium. We're halfway home, and it's a big start for your orange and black, the Elizabethton Fighting Cyclones. At halftime, Elizabethton 44, Grainger nothing. We'll take a look from Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Halftime, 44-0 Betsy, as you're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football. It's the Elizabethton Cyclones. The Cyclones are ready to come out on the field, and I guarantee you, you'll hear the Cyclone Nation go bananas over here in a minute. And they're going nuts over there. Standing ovation.
This is Ben Adams with Elizabethton Football, and you're watching Cyclone Sports.
One of our great sponsors on Cyclone Football, again, and the great folks at Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Joseph Taylor, tell us what it's all about.
Yes, sir. We specialize in short-term rehab or long-term care. We accept all major insurances. We accept Medicare, Medicaid. What we really love is people that come in that have had a knee replacement, hip replacement, come to Ivy Hall for some inpatient rehab. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We have a full-time respiratory therapist. And Tom, you can see I'm a big guy, so you know I like food. I know good food, and Ivy Hall specializes in home-cooked meals, three good meals a day. You can catch me every day right at the door getting my tray myself.
There you go. That's awesome. How do we find out more about Ivy Hall on social media?
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or a website, ivyhallnursinghome.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Glad to have them on board. Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
We got this new team that's coming in here, and we're going to show them what we're all about. All gas.
This is Billy Woodby, Elizabethton Football Team, and you're watching Cyclone Sports.
The 2024 competitive show is entitled Euphoria. Tonight they'll perform selections entitled and president is Lauren Watson. The band would like to thank this year's generous platinum level sponsors, Citizens Bank and Medical Care.
44-0 Cyclones. As we watch the band here at halftime, great camera up on top. That'd be Jackson Judah. This is going to be awesome. So, Coach, we'll recap the scoring in a minute. Jump in there and go.
Okay.
Jimmy Buck says this is Cyclone football as we know it and as we love it. So,
exactly.
44-0 halftime Cyclones. Talk about the 88 team, sir.
88 team, multi-talented. A lot of returners coming back. Had a lot of people just had to play one way, which was a benefit, but athletes all over the field. Coach Ryder knew what he had that year. He was excited about that year. Again, 9-1, Big 10 instead of the Big 7, so only one out of conference game. Some of the players that really made a difference, Travis Johns was one of the best receivers in the state, and he ended up going to Wake Forest. Now does a lot of acting, I think, out on the West Coast, but was just a tremendous athlete, great football player, great basketball player. Quarterback was a two-headed monster. Had Mike Fleener and Corey Davis. Mike Fleener, I think, was penciled in to be the starter at the beginning, got hurt. Corey came in, they put a wishbone in. So we had some running backs that could carry the mail, and then when Fleener got healthy, they could go either route they wanted to. A lot of times Fleener was like their relief pitcher, and he would come in and had great games. And like I said, they gave up less than 10 points a game, averaged over 30, and gave up less than 70 yards a game rushing. So heavy on the defensive end. But as luck would have it, they picked the wrong out-of-conference game for that year, and that cost them. Other players that need to watch for that group, Running backs, Sean Ernest, Chris Reddick, Holtzclaw. Goodness gracious, there's one that I'm missing. Andy Wetzel, who's in our fire department, was a really good receiver then. Corey Davis, when he wasn't quarterbacking, would go to receiver. But I appreciate Mike Hooks was the center. He was an all-conference center. He gave me a lot of information. And also David Lacey talked to me about it. And our director of schools was on this team. He was younger, so wasn't on the field a lot, but he just talked always about how great they were.
Halftime, 44-0. You're watching the Betsy Band. Let's capture a little bit of them for a second. We'll come back and get more about the 88 Cyclone football team. They're loud, they're proud, and they're good. It's our Betsy Band here at halftime. They're going to finish with a bang here. There you go. The halftime presentation. The Betsy Band, back-to-back state champs, going for 3 in a row. That's awesome.
Season with a community exhibition on Saturday, September the 14th at 7:30 p.m. here at the bank. If you'd like to support the band, you can always visit the donation.
Halftime Cyclones lead at 44-0. Kathy Paris says, love the Betsy Cyclones, the players, the coaches, the band, the announcers. Thank you, Kathy. You're very kind. Continue on, sir. Tell us more about this 88 team. We'll recap the scoring. 10 minutes left in the halftime. We'll lead at 44-0.
All right, it started up front on both sides of the ball. Like I said, Mike Hooks, appreciate his help with this. First team all-conference center. Patrick Sweeney, who ended up being a 2-year starter at offensive tackle, was just phenomenal. He was just a junior that year. Scott Lacey, David Lacey. Anytime you have a Lacey as a lineman in the Cyclone program, that's a good thing, just for the record.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
there you go.
It is a good thing. Appreciate David's help as well. Greg Nave was a two-way starter, I think, for that team. He was just a junior. Defensively, I kept hearing this name, and I did not know him, but Mike Bowers. Everybody I talked to said pound for pound, as tough as they coming through. He was a defensive end, and they said you just didn't block him. So he was another great player. Mike Merritt was an unbelievable defensive lineman. Greg Hyder. There was Sullivan South's coach, after we destroyed them the last game of the year, said we never touched him, couldn't touch him. He was a defensive lineman, so quick, so aggressive. Coaches still down Happy Valley, a great guy. Travis Gass, defensive back. Ronnie Heaton, defensive back. Like I said, just a complete group. I think Andy Wetzel played a little defensive end as well. He played on both sides of the ball. So 9-1. But the way the year ended was what was tough. Tennessee High had to lose. They played Virginia High. At the last game of the year, if Tennessee High loses, we go to the playoffs, okay? They're tied as the ball game ends. Time runs out. They're tied. Have to go to overtime. They put time back on the clock. Not really sure why.
Oh.
So they had a chance to attempt a 35-yard field goal. So everybody, our game's over. We've won by a lot. We're waiting to see. They freeze the kicker 3 times. Finally, he kicks, he makes the kick, and we don't go to the playoffs. So one bad game against Tennessee High, 8 turnovers in that ball game. Other than that, we just ran everybody in the ground. So one of the best teams to ever play.
John Clavier says, band looks great. They're watching it tonight in Ireland.
Oh, wow.
John Clavier, I think he's related to Jackson, if I'm not mistaken, who worked with us in our first year of the Cyclone Network. By the way, let's give a tip of the cap to Ronnie Brookshire. Got this all started for us. What you see tonight, folks, are kids' student-run cameras tonight, produced by Kerry Taylor, who's not a student but young enough to be. Well, I just scored brownies, didn't I?
You did.
Oh, yes. So, anyway, they're doing a great job. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Halftime, 44-0. Back after this, we'll take a look at the recap of the scoring, look at some other scores, some Coach Pless right after this from the Coffee Company. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football.
Here, and we're going to show them what we're all about. All gas, no brakes. Competitive excellence. That means you give your all on every single play. That means you give your all on every single.
This is Billy Woodby with Elizabeth.
Coffee Company, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. You sell coffee and lots of it. Tell us about the coffee here at the coffee company.
We do. So we sell lots of coffee here. We've got all of the lattes that you could want, chais, mochas. We have even hot tea. We sell coffee by the pound. So the coffee company, our name is the coffee company. So we do sell coffee. There it is.
There it is.
That's great.
Yep.
But we're more than that too. We're about community here. So when you come in to get your coffee in the morning or come in for lunch during the day, it's really about the community that you get to be a part of. Locals, people coming back to visit that used to live here. It's a great way to connect. Great place for business meetings, sit and study, sit and do work here. We have wireless internet. So there's lots of opportunity to enjoy the coffee and enjoy community.
Hours are open?
Hours we are open is 7 to 5, Monday through Saturday, and then we serve lunch from 11 to 3.
Social media, how do we find you?
Well, you can find us at our website at tncoffeecompany.com. Search for us on Facebook. We're also on Instagram, The Coffee Company.
And the magic phone number
is 423-542-3438.
One of our great sponsors in downtown Elizabeth, and be loyal. Support the local businesses. The Coffee Company, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethan Cyclone Sports. Coffee Company, proud sponsors.
Halftime, 44-0 Cyclones. We're about 5 minutes away from the second half to start this one. Coach, some other scores. I'll recap our scoring in a minute. Some other scores around the area involving future Cyclone opponents, and what's going on down in Rogersville?
Well, Cherokee's down 39-0 at the half to Greenville. I don't know if that's a surprise. I know Cherokee's 2-0, but kind of similar circumstances here. It's just different.
Strength of schedule.
Yeah. Yep. And then we've got Daniel Boone, who will be a common opponent. They're really struggling. They're down the third quarter 28-0 in the Musket Bowl to Crockett. Dobbins Bennett is ahead of Westridge at the half, 21-0, which tells us they're a pretty good football team because Westridge is pretty tough. Science Hill, I know we've already played them, but curious how they do the rest of the way. They're ahead of Jeff County, 14-7 at the half. Morristown West is ahead of Tennessee High, 17-7. That's in the fourth quarter. Northview Academy's losing to Seymour, 22-14. Again, that's a common opponent, I think, maybe third from the last game. And then Volunteer and East are playing. Sullivan East is ahead of Volunteer, 14-0 in the second quarter.
We're staying way up past our bedtime in Ireland. It's 12:41 here to see our little baby trombone perform the halftime show of the Betsy Band. John and Cherry Clavier, Jackson's parents, it is. That's what I thought it was. It says, top of the morning to you, Tom, in Ireland. So we give you my best West Virginia redneck. Hello from Ireland.
Ireland.
It's terrible. 44-0 Cyclones. Let's recap the scoring. We'll get ready for the second half of this game. We'll be coming out of the break here in just a second with the Duck Crossing. It got started with a Justice Wallen 30-yard interception. First play of the game after the kickoff, it was a pick of 30 yards. Bowers Point after 7-0. Bryson Rowling gets an interception. The second of the night, we got 4 in the first half. That sets up a Schlegel 6-yard run from Rhett, the quarterback. Bowers makes it 14-0. Zach Wallen, a 41-yard pass. Perfect in-stride bomb. Beautiful pass. Beautiful from Rhett Schlegel. He's got a cannon. Bowers, point after 21-0. That's your first quarter score. In the second period, 41-yard interception. Justin White to return it. Point after 28-0. Then you have a Zach Wallen interception. Sets up the next score. 2 minutes later, the J train hammers it in for 1 yard out. 35-0 Cyclones. We kick the ball to him. Next play is a safety. Riley Jones tackles him, quarterback in the end zone. 37-0. Final tally in the first half was a Jack Blevins 15-yard pass from Red Schlegel. Bowers Point after. That's where we are at the half. 44-0. Next Friday night, Cherokee's here, losing 39-0 right now to Greenville in Rogersville. It'll be our senior night. And in 2 weeks, as Coach alluded to, we'll play Daniel Boone again at East Tennessee State University on a neutral site. Boone getting beat in the Musket Bowl tonight, so then you come back on. See, then you go to, let's see, what do we do next? Daniel Boone. We have East and Dobbins Bennett here. And then we go Volunteer, Northview Academy, Greenville. So that's what you've got. Halftime here at 44-0. some more on that 88 team,
Yeah,
Coach.
just real quick, let me run down these scores. I just think if you see the first Volunteer was a really good football program. At that time, they led off the year, beat them 21-12, beat Sullivan East 48-6, Sullivan Central 44-0, and they held them to 0 yards rushing in that ball game, and I think that's what they were known for, was run the football. Daniel Boone 35-13, beat Science Hill. A Shorty Adams led Science Hill 20-14. Not going to talk about the Tennessee High game, just refuse to do that. Greenville, that was the tough one. Greenville beat Greenville 27-0, beat North 35-5, beat Kingsport 34-7. Probably as bad a defeat as we ever had going against them. And then we beat South to end the year 35-13. That was a Stacy Carter led Sullivan South. He was the quarterback at that time for Sullivan South. So you can tell by the scores, we really were dominant. Hate we didn't get to see what they would do in the playoffs.
Halftime 44-0 here. We get ready for the second half. Both teams are coming back out on the field. We'll take a break. We'll be right back for Advanced Heat Pump Systems and Northeast Community Credit Union, two of our great sponsors. 44-0 at halftime. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football.
And
It's the Elizabethton Cyclones. The Cyclones are going to come out on the field, and I guarantee you, you'll hear the Cyclone Nation go bananas over here in a minute. And they're going nuts over there.
This is Javen Moorfield with the Elizabethton football team, and you're watching Cyclone Sports.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
At Northeast Community Credit Union, we know the importance of taking care of your family and building our community. Are you remodeling your home, trading cars for your next road trip, or maybe you're considering an in-ground pool or a boat for the lake? Our loans are easy, fast, and convenient with the lowest payments around. Act now before rates go up. Apply online at bmicu.org, call us, or come see us in Elizabethton, Johnson City, or Rome Mountain. We have the loan you need.
Back, get ready to start the second half. Next week, Coach is going to showcase the 1998 Cyclone football team. We'll lead it here 44-0 at halftime. We'll be ready to go. Let's take one more break and squeeze in. They're selling this new jewelry called the E. Newton's Jewelry from the Jeweler's Bench. They can't keep it in stock. E. Newton Jewelry and everything else going on at the Jeweler's Bench. Your only full-service, full-time jewelry store in Elizabethton, serving all over the place. I remember they were doing a show a couple of weeks, about a month or so ago, and a couple came up from Knoxville to get their wedding engagement ring and wedding ring. And I'm thinking, how many jewelry stores you pass between Knoxville and Elizabethton, Tennessee? Also's in there back in the June show. We go in there once a month, do a show, and there's a couple in from Raleigh, North Carolina. They were one of the kids, they're young people, are going to East Tennessee State. They found out about the Jeweler's Bench, and they ordered their wedding bands and engagement or wedding ring from the Jeweler's Bench from Raleigh, North Carolina. Here they are. The Jeweler's Bench will get ready for the second half kickoff. It's all Cyclones. We have a running clock in the second half. It'll go fast. 44-0 Betsy at halftime. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football.
We got this new team that's coming in here, and we're going to show them what we're all about. All gas, no brakes. Competitive excellence. That means you give your all on every single play. That means you give your all on every single play.
This is Gavin Kodak with Elizabethton Football. You're watching Cyclone Sports.
The Jeweler's Bench, the only full-service jewelry store in Elizabethton. They offer rings, crosses, necklaces, bracelets, and silver and gold. A great selection of pearls in bracelets, earrings, and necklaces, and they restring pearls, too. At the Jeweler's Bench, have lots of choices for watches. Bearing, Citizens, Glock, and G-Shock for him and her. They have wedding bands, they have wedding rings, engagement rings, and they offer jewelry engraving, and they now have E. Newton jewelry, and they replace watch batteries. And every month is covered with birthstone jewelry at the Jeweler's Bench. And John Holt Claw offers in-house jewelry repair. And a wide selection of Pandora bracelets, charms, and necklaces, including the Pandora Cyclone charms and bracelets, and Naked Bee. And Warmies make excellent gifts from the Jeweler's Bench. Family owned for over 20 years with awesome customer service. Again, on the web, it's jewelersbench10.com, Broad Street, Elizabethton, and also on Facebook, The Jeweler's Bench at 542-5600.
Cyclones lead at 44-0. They start the second half. Yours truly, Tom Taylor, Mike Side with Coach Eddie Pless. Our Cyclone cameraman tonight on the Cyclone Network, we would say thanks to Isaac and thanks to Jackson. And then Kerry Taylor producing back. We have our studio here up in the gym, up on the second floor of the gym. It's an actual studio. It's pretty sophisticated. I stay out of there. There's too many buttons, too many wires, too many knobs. I just stay away because I know that's going to be a bad thing. Put me in there with wires and knobs. So, in fact, Carrie encouraged me. Said, we got this. Oh, okay. You just go talk and we got it. Okay. But she does a great job. And it all got started thanks to Ronnie Brookshire and Larry Adams. And so, great job again tonight, kids, young people. You're awesome. Running clock, second half. Here we go. We get the football.
That's offside.
And he topped that one. It's up for grabs. It was an inadvertently onside kick. I don't think he meant to do that. I think he topped it coming off the tee. It knuckleballs. We get it to the 40-yard line. I think, yeah, it's our ball.
There's a flag. They had a guy about 3 or 4 yards offside.
So. It was, and Grainger got the ball on the fumble and the kickoff. So,
but he called it. He threw a late flag back here.
Kason Sester, and so they're going to bring it back. It's offside against Grainger.
Offsides on the Grizzlies.
So we'll do it again. Poor Travis Deli players the game. We'll pick them again tonight. Last week it was Kyron Smalls, it was Caleb Campbell, and it was, oh boy.
Landry Buckles.
Landry Buckles, thank you. Each one will get a free sandwich, compliments of Richard Oakes at Poor Travis Deli. Folks, it's not cheap. He gives these sandwiches away, so it's called food cost. So please remember, scratch the back of those who are scratching your kids on Cyclone Sports, not just football. We gave away 2 tonight in volleyball. Ainsley Wampler, Ava George Wilbur, and Maddie Moore got him. Then last night it was Austin Haskell, Creed Baker, and Ryland Peters. 44-0. They're going to do it again here. Cyclones move up a little bit at the 20-yard line. Clock is running. Third quarter, 44-0 Betsy. There's a kick down the field, and Kyron smothers the 20 at the 40-yard line.
Good job.
Good hands by Kyron Smalls just to smother that football. Man, what a kid's really come on here for our football team. He has been dynamite here the first 2 ball games against Science Hill and now tonight against Grainger. So the clock at 10 minutes to go, running clock, third quarter, 44-0 Betsy. So next Friday night, the Chiefs in town for senior night. Homecoming coming up later in the season. Out there on the field to go Kodak, Peltier, Rainwater. I see another lineman out there. Slagle will start at the 40-yard line. Puts the J train in motion. Rhett looking, wants to throw. Rolls out in the flat. Plenty of time. Stops, plants, reverses his field. Coming this way. They're coming after him. Slagle will run it. He's got that upper body strength. They can't bring him down. 40, 45, 50. He's at the 45. Slagle inside the 40-yard line. Upper body strength. Number 11 had him. He angled towards him back in the backfield. That would be Dawson Fowler. And Brett just shook him off like a mosquito. Kept on coming down the near sideline to the 40-yard line. Big chunk. First down Cyclones.
Hadn't seen that burst out of him. That's good to see. Good decision, though. Nobody was there, didn't force the ball. So good decision on his part.
Wallen, slot man, far side. Whitehead out there on the wideout. Near side is Bryson Rowland. The J train and the single setback at the 40-yard line. A double C Western Supply first down. Slagle Play action. Rifles over the middle, intercepted. Picked off 35, 40, 45. Look out. He may go. He's going to go. Unless J-Train can catch him, he's got himself an interception returned for a touchdown from the 35-yard line.
Intercepted by Blake Bishop. Touchdown.
Blake Bishop on the touchdown on the return for the interception. 44-6 now. Clock continues to run, so it's a 65-yard pass interception by number 14, Blake Bishop for Grainger. They're on the board.
Yeah, I know Rhett would like to have that back. Had some time. Not really sure what he actually saw there. So
point after for the Grizzlies here. Clock at 7:48, running clock. It'll stay that way. 44-6. Here's the kick, and it's blocked. Cyclones blocked it. Blasting through for the Elizabethton Cyclones. Who else? Justice Wallen. Superman got it. We'll take a 60-second break for Poor Trav's Deli. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football.
Tennessee, as the late John Ward said. So Friday night, going to the ball game, come by and get your sandwiches. Tell us how you can help us.
Hey, just give us a call, 543-6128, and tell us what you like. White dark bread, we've got ham, turkey, roast beef, corned beef, pastrami, make a good steak sandwich. You want some chicken salad, some pickles and eggs. You know, if you just want a snack, some people just like to snack at the ball game, don't really want to eat a big meal. We can take care of that for you. We got chips and drinks if you want to pack your cooler or whatever. Got anything you need.
Yep, 543-6128 is what you call, or the number you call, and he'll have it ready for you. So if you're heading to the game, how much time should we allow you to get them ready?
Usually about 10 to 15 minutes is a pretty good time.
Yep, 10 or 15 minutes.
About 10, 15 minutes, we'll take care of you.
Yep, ready to go. 543-6128. Again, it will be an excellent opportunity to come by and get some great food.
Yep, love to serve you.
Love to serve you, absolutely. How do you find us on social media?
We got a Facebook page. You can look us up there, leave us some feedback, give us a like.
Yep. Friday night football, Saturday football, whenever you need sandwiches, here's the place to come. Port Travis Deli at 543-6128, one of our great sponsors here on Cyclone Sports.
We got this new team that's coming in here, and we're going to show them what we're all about. All gas, no brakes. Competitive excellence. That means you give your all on every single play. That means you give your all on every single play.
Cyclones will get the football back again after that touchdown on an interception by Blake Bishop of 65 yards. Nice run back by Bishop. The Cyclones will go back. Justice Wallen back deep. And C.J. Mathis back there at the 12-yard line. 44-6 Cyclones. Third quarter.
I like what their coach has done, though. He onside the kick. He's showing the guys he's not giving up. We're not just going to lay down. We're going to fight.
Great point. 7:19 clock running, third quarter. Grainger will boom it away, and it's another knuckleball down the field through the wickets, picked up by Wallen to the 20. 25, he's at the 30. 35, he's at the 40. He's at the 45 out of the 47-yard line. Tackle made by 3. Solomon, and 20, Elijah Myers for the Grainger Grizzlies. Nice return, Coach. Wallens has got a nose to find that hole.
He played a little shortstop on that kick. I mean, he was pretty aggressive picking it up. I thought he did a really great job. So
it'll be first and 10, Cyclones from the 47.
47-yard line, first and 10, Betsy. J-Train in the backfield. 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Slagle, a couple of interceptions tonight, but he's thrown a couple of touchdown passes. First and 10, 47, hand off to the train. They're going to get a dose to him. 50, outside of the 45. He's at the 40. He's at the 35. He's at the 30, and he just mauled him down to the 25-yard line. Holy smokes. 28-yard run by the J-Train. They got a big old dose of the locomotive. He just ran right up the grill of Wyatt for Granger. First down, 28-yard rumble by the J train. And so the locomotive got the football. He's only had 2 carries. He's got about 50 yards rushing. First and 10, 25-yard line. Double C Western Supply first down. Schlegel, another dose of the train. He's at the 25. He's at the 20. He's dragging bodies down to the 15. 10 more. And he gets right back up. There's a flag into the play. Which may be on Granger, I think. They wouldn't let him back. They wouldn't let our guys back up off the field on the play, it looked like to me. Coach, 10 yards. Another big chunk by the train.
I get lost. I've not even been looking at the ball carrier. I'm just trying to watch the front 5. Unbelievable what they're doing, just how they're getting off. Very quick, very well coached, obviously, but they're opening up some holes.
Personal foul, Cyclones. Got to clean that up. It's the 3rd or 4th one tonight. Back to the 25-yard line. Think we'll get another dose of the train?
It's been awfully good to us right here early.
We need to get the song, the Grand Funk Railroad. Remember the little song, Locomotive?
Yeah, Locomotive, yeah.
We need a little dose of the locomotive. We'll have to get that for next week when he's got the ball. Do the locomotion.
Yeah.
The train.
There are a lot of songs that would fit him.
Yeah.
Most of them we can't play.
No,
so,
you're right.
He's a good one.
Clock rolling, 4:33 to go, 3rd quarter, running clock, 44-6 Betsy. Do the locomotion. I'm going to get that goofy song in my brain all night. Mark Farner and Grand Funk Railroad. He is a locomotive coach. He's got, 28 and 10, called that one back. He has 38 yards in those 2 carries alone.
Mm-hmm. He runs with a purpose. It just, I think he gets better every week. Learning how to run behind his blockers. You know, he is big. He doesn't maybe sometimes feel like he can just run through people, but he's really, once he gets that down, he's done a great job tonight. I just think he's dangerous. I mean, he really is.
It'll be 1st and 10 Cyclones from the 30.
30-yard line, 4:15, rolling clock, 3rd quarter, 44-6 Betsy. The train back there is a single setback on the 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Schlegel, play action, wants to throw, got single coverage after he's got him beat over the shoulder. Perfect throw, perfect catch to Bryson Rowland. Touchdown Cyclones. Touchdown Bryson Rowland.
Another great ball. This identical to the one on this end.
Laid it out there perfectly over the shoulder. Couldn't put it anywhere else where he put it. Dropped it in there for the touchdown. Rowland with the catch.
I'm glad, Sean, that they dialed that up. Rhett needed that kind of throw after the interception. So, I mean, there's a whole lot more going on than just play calling. You're working on your player's psyche. You're just doing a lot of things. That's a great ball. Be another big confidence builder for him.
51-6 Cyclones. Now this from Ivy Hall Nursing Home. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football. It was rolling, wasn't it, I hope?
It's what it looked like. I can't see a number that far away.
We got this new
my
team
glasses,
that's coming in here, and we're going to show them what we're all about.
I tried to listen
All
to
gas, no
Jason,
brakes.
but I couldn't hear what he
Competitive
said.
excellence. That means you give your all on every single play. That means you give your all on every single play.
This is Glenn Hughes with Elizabethton Football, and you're watching Cyclone Football.
One of our great sponsors on Cyclone Football, again, the great folks at Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Joseph Taylor, tell us what it's all about.
Yes, sir. We specialize in short-term rehab or long-term care. We accept all major insurances. We accept Medicare, Medicaid. What we really love is people that come in that have had a knee replacement, hip replacement, come to Ivy Hall for some inpatient rehab. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We have a full-time respiratory therapist. And Tom, you can see I'm a big guy, so you know I like food. I know good food, and Ivy Hall specializes in home-cooked meals, three good meals a day. You can catch me every day right at the door getting my tray myself.
There you go. That's awesome. How do we find out more about Ivy Hall on social media?
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or a website, ivyhallnursinghome.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Glad to have them on board. Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Back at Citizens Bank Stadium, it was, my apology, Whitehead made that catch. Back over in that corner, I guess I can make excuses, but I'm not. I just missed it. I thought it was Bryson Rowland, but Whitehead made the catch. Justin gets his second touchdown of the night. A 30-yard pass from Schlegel. 51-6, Betsy, 2:19 to go, third quarter. Clock rolling, obviously. So nice throw and nice catch. And this is a great confidence builder, Coach. Made a great point. Those interception. Sean goes back and says, Rhett, let's go. Throw the ball, and he threw it for a touchdown.
Yeah, nice ball.
So, with 1:55 to go in the third, handoff left side. He's going to be gobbed up and brought down from the 20 to about the 21-yard line. Maybe one on the play, that's all. Bottom of the pile, who comes up off there? It'll be McGovern again, Kyler McGovern. Big night tonight. 48. And Joshua Oberdig making the stop, but 48 was there originally. Kyler McGovern. 1:33 to go in the third quarter, 51-6, Betsy. Ball to the 22-yard line, 2nd and 8. On the sweep. Tries to get up, curl up inside, not much to the 24, maybe 2 yards, that's about it. Again, Cyclones at the bottom of the pile, comes up Riley Jones making a stop for the Cyclones. Clock and a minute to go, third quarter, 51-6, Betsy on a running clock here. We'll check in with Cannon Furniture here at the end of the quarter. 55 seconds to go, third quarter, it's all Betsy. Led 44-0 at halftime. Starter's still in there. Tucker's in the corner. You got Wallen out there in the secondary. You've got
what it's all about.
Yes, sir. We specialize in
Buckles, linebackers. 3rd down and 6 from the 24. Bubble screen near side. Caught. Tucker Taylor right there. It's incomplete. Tucker fought off that block. He was there to get him, but the kid dropped the ball. That would be Jackson Ritchie, the intended receiver. Tucker had fought off the block of 14. Blake Bishop was ready to drop the hammer, but the kid dropped the ball. We'll get the ball back with 17 seconds to go in a running clock, third quarter.
Really, one play has been positive for them while they've been on offense. I mean, the entire night. One
All
play.
night. Great point. That'll do it. Third quarter's in the books. 51-6 Cyclones. We'll come back with the fourth quarter after this from Cannon Furniture. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football.
Gonna hit you. They're the standard, you best believe. If you don't know now, you're about to see, yeah.
This is Kyron Smalls with Elizabethton Football, and you're watching Cyclone Sports.
Furniture. Tell folks out there what Cannon Furniture is all about, would you please?
We are a local family-owned small business. We have a full line of furniture and bedding, living room, dining room, recliners, mattresses, you name it. We have it. We also do custom lines of furniture.
Some of the product lines you carry are?
We have Bassett, England, Ashley, Benchcraft, Barca Lounger, and Sealy, Simmons, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Beauty Rest, Sierra Sleep. And there's a new one coming soon, but I'll keep that one quiet until it gets here.
To the appropriate time. Hours are open at Cannon Furniture.
Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 9 to 5.
They rely a lot on social media. How can we find you on social media?
You can find us on Facebook or Instagram at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings.
Yep, one of our great sponsors is Cyclone Sports. Check them out, folks. Again, be loyal, buy local, and buy at Betsy in downtown Elizabeth. And the great folks are right here, Cannon's Furniture.
Here's a return. The Cyclones turn his way. It's Wallen who'll spin it down to the 50 and down to about the 44-yard line. Actually, it's Whitehead on the return. No.
Stop made by Ashton Taylor.
Missed that one too, Coach. Just Wallen.
Yep.
Looks like I'm going to the eye doctor this week. I missed a touchdown and missed that one. It's right in front of me. So let's put the glasses back on. So I take them off the right stuff and, well, I just missed it. 43-yard line, 1st and 10, 11:22 to go in the ball game. Running clock. Wallen to the near side. That's Zach. Far side will go Blevins and Bryson Rowland. Up back will be Kyron Smalls on the formation. Single setback. It'll be C.J. Mathis now. Slagle, play action, looking, throws out in the flat, caught, wide open, 37 on the catch. They'll take it to the 30, down inside the 30 to the 27-yard line.
There you go.
Bryson Rowland got that one, so takes it down to the 26-yard line. 17-yard pass play, Double C Western Supply first down.
Nice ball, nice. Get some yards after the catch in a situation like this. A good job as well.
First and 10, 26-yard line. Cyclones up 51-6 with 10:28 to play. Slagle again, goes out in the flat, and it's caught. Split three defenders. Great catch on a slant pattern out of the 14-yard line. Catch made to Jack Blevins down inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line. Picks up 13 more. Big gashes of real estate now with the Cyclone offense. They're moving it, quite frankly, at will. First and 10 of the market right around the 13-yard line for Betsy. Hands off to C.J. Mathis will be at the 10, and he'll be bottled up and brought down there. Good pursuit by the inside defensive guys for the Granger Grizzlies. 33 got him first. Call out the name 33 of Taylor Bates. Clock at 9:44, running clock. It's 51-6 Cyclones. Second down and about 7 at the 10-yard line. Oberdick's out there right now. Has been. Your right tackle. Got some new guys on that wall here for the time being. Hand off again to Mathis. Mathis to the 10, spins his way to the 5, picks up 5 more on a running clock. 9:18 to go.
Love that forward lean on him. He just got his nose is pointed at the goal line. I like the way he runs the football.
Oberdick on the right side, Peltier on the left side. Kodak on the left side as well. Rainwater your center. 3rd and 2 from the 5-yard line. Slagle hands off to C.J. Mathis inside. He'll fall forward to get it, and he did. Touchdown, Cyclones. Touchdown, C.J. Mathis.
Good job.
5-yard plunge from Mathis puts it at 57-6. Mathis's first career touchdown on the varsity level. 5-yard run for Mathis. First of many to come, I think, Coach.
Yeah, he's going to be a good one. I like the fact we've got him for this much more in his career. He's going to be a dandy.
So Bowers for the point after again. Campbell's going to try this one. My apology. Caleb Campbell will try the point after here. We'll get ready to break for physical therapy services. Justin Smith taking care of all of our guys. He and Aaron Contreras. Ball down. Campbell end over end. Long enough, deep enough. Missed it. 57-6 Cyclones. Back after this, Elizabethton Cyclone football.
Yeah, the bank's rocking, yelling, go, Betsy, go!
This is Ben Adams with Elizabethton Football, and you're watching Cyclone Sports.
Talking to Dr. Justin Smith, one of our great sponsors here at the Tom Dillon Sports Show, Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. A lot of them out there. What do you feel like separates physical therapy services from all the competition?
Well, number one is that we're local. The money that you spend with us stays here. This is not a large corporate venture that your money goes to Florida or Miami or up to Chicago or wherever. We are a true mom and pop facility. We pride ourselves on that, number one. Number two, we don't have a bunch of higher ups, VPs, multiple presidents that we have to end up making a bunch of profit to be able to pad their pockets. The money that we make in physical therapy services, we reinvest back into the community. So that's why we have our Class 4 laser, we have our Ultra G, we have all the equipment that nobody else in the area has. And we can provide services and for the people of Elizabethton, of Carter County, Roan Mountain, Hampton, Stony Creek, Mountain City, Johnson City. That's why we have people from all over the area that flock to our facility because they know they're going to get the best care, the state-of-the-art care with the most state-of-the-art equipment.
It's awesome. Can't top that, folks. Great sponsor of the Tom Dillon Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Great folks at Physical Therapy Services.
Kick in the end zone, automatic touchback. I was looking at the points here during the break. We're at 57, so we are now the most points scored on a Cyclone team here, by a Cyclone team here at this bank. Puts us at 7th all time now. 57-6 is our score with 6:12 to go. We've had 70, 63 twice, 62 twice, 58, and now 57 will be right there when we update this next week. The 7th most points scored here at Citizens Bank Stadium. 57-6 Cyclones, 5:55 to play.
Done it a lot of different ways, too.
Oh, we have been versatile to say the least. You made a great point. Taylor, not much. 20-yard line, not much farther than you got. Line of scrimmage at best. So we've got some new ones in there, we do. C.J. Mathis now in there. Leaf Urbach in now, 61 Big J's in there right now. Urbach 56, he can play, folks. Leaf Urbach, for Urbach, he goes, 6'2".
And a bunch.
6'2" and 195. Close to 200 if you ask me. He's a big size young.
Yeah, he's a good muscular kid.
Saw him in the hallway. He's a big one. Handoff, running for dear life. 25-yard line maybe. Clock rolling, 4:50 to play. Tackle made by Betsy. Looks like 63 coming off the play. And 45 making a stop. 45 will call out the name of Uriah Lucas, and 63 will be Bryson Hughes. Clock at 4:34 to go in the ball game. 57-6 on a running clock.
Good to get these kids in. Not sure what they did about JV this past week or what they're doing here. Good to get some time under the lights.
3rd and 4 from the 26. Left-hander slings out here in the flat, and he one-hops it incomplete. Tucker was right there, but it's an incomplete bounce pass to number 22. Intended off the turf. Zach Lindsay, incomplete. Who else out there? 12's out there now, Coach. 7's out there. 7 would be William McDuffie. 12 is A.J. Campbell.
Yes.
Urbach, Tucker, Taylor.
Got the J train in the middle.
J train in the middle is a linebacker. Yep, you got it. 3:40 to go in the ball game. 4th and 4. They're going for it. Why would you not? You're down 57-6. Our poor Travs Deli players of the game will be another difficult decision tonight. A bunch of them have played well, to say the least. 4th and 4 and a timeout gives us a chance to squeeze one in here. Pay the bills. We'll be right back after this from Container Man. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football.
Your property. One man is ready to save the day. He's Container Man, your dumpster delivery superhero. Need to clear out your garage? Call Container Man. Remodeling your home? Call Container Man. Demolition waste taking over your job site? Call Container Man. From minor to major projects, Container Man has the perfect size dumpster for every task. With lightning fast delivery and the customer service of a locally owned company, he will help you restore order to your world. When you're ready to fight clutter, trash, and debris, call Container Man.
Hey, I'm Elizabeth, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is the collab of flavors. The sweet honey, the pickled jalapeno peppers, and the creamy pimento cheese. It is a perfect bite.
Hey y'all, this is Ronte, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is the richness of the pimento cheese. When I took a first bite, I was like, go, go, go cheese, go pimento, go honey, go chicken, go, go, go get it.
Pop-up punt by Grainger falls at the 46-yard line for Betsy. 2:34 to go in the football game. We'll take over 1st and 10, actually on the 45-yard line. See what he brings in here. Second team O. Let's see what he's got. Clock continues to roll. 2:24 on a running clock. 57-6, Elizabethton. 7th most points scored on this field. Yep, bunch of new ones in there. We've got to get them out there. Let's see the new quarterback. Maybe C.J. Mathis. Nope, he's going to bring out Jackson Price.
Yeah.
So Jackson will come out and do a little QBing now. Mathis, your running back. He'll get the call. Mathis turns the corner. He's at the 40, 35, and he's hammered him. Holy smokes. If the J train is a train, Mathis is a locomotive there. Eh? He crushed that kid. Let's get some numbers. 72 for the Cyclones. Riley Greer, freshman. 92 for the Cyclones. Calix Daughtery, freshman.
51 and 63.
51 would be Ryan Green, freshman. 63 is Bryson Hughes, freshman.
68.
74 is Nolan Loveday, freshman. And 68 is Brock Mosley, freshman. Wow. The kitty corps out there, folks.
Ethan Gragg's out here on the wide out. The Price kid's he's a good one. Pretty smooth character.
19-yard line of the penalty, 1:06 to go in the football game. We'll recap the scoring, run down other scores tonight, and also pick our player of the game. Players of the game, I should say. At the 19-yard line. 50 seconds to go on a running clock here. It's been all Cyclones led at 44-0. We scored on the first play from scrimmage. Justice Wallen with a pick, 30 yards to score. That kind of, Coach, has set the tone with the ball game. No question.
It really did. It got us off on the right track. We've never looked back. One bad play, I think, from our defense. And then a couple of turnovers offensively. Really, other than that, been a pretty complete game.
Big thank you. There's so many people in there, I can't begin to tell hello to everybody. Delay a game, Cyclones, that's okay. They're going to let it run down. We've done our, we've made our statement, folks. We made a big one tonight. Oh, Bubba. 57-6 the final. Cyclones to go to 1-1 of the season. Grainger falls to 2-1, sets up next Friday night, senior night. Cherokee comes to town. Then we go to Boone at East Tennessee State. Back home for Easton Dobbins minute. Then we wrap up the schedule at Volunteer, at Northview Academy, and at Greenville.
It'll be quicker than we think. It took us a long time, seems like, to get to tonight. But 1-0 in the conference, like you said, that's where you need to be. And they made a statement.
Post-game show begins. Let's hear about the Readers and Winners promo. We'll recap the scoring. 57-6 Cyclones. We come away with a big win tonight. Our 7th most points ever scored on this field. Final 57-6. We'll be back. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football.
We got this new team that's coming in here, and we're going to show them what we're all about. All gas, no brakes. Competitive excellence. That means you give your all on every single play. That means you give your all on every single play.
This is Bryson Rowland with Elizabethton Football, and you're watching Cyclone Sports.
We're back. We're ready to go. Andrew Lewis, Northeast Community Credit Union. Readers are winners. Year number 2. We're jacked up to do it again this year.
We're so excited.
Yep, we are excited. And so it's a chance for these kids at Eastside Elementary, Westside Elementary, and Harold McCormick Elementary win some cool prizes for reading. What's going on?
The first 9 weeks, we're going to be giving out those cool water bottles. Second 9 weeks, T-shirts.
T-shirts with a new design.
Absolutely. New color, all that fun stuff. The third 9 weeks, we're going to have a sweet new sticker. We'll get more into that later. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Whole point is Readers are winners. Year number 2 at the 3 elementary schools and Elizabethton City Schools. Thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union. They're paying for all this to their corporate sponsor. We love them for doing that. The bottom line is leaders are readers and readers are winners. Year number 2, getting ready to get started up soon, like right now, right away, for all these youngsters, again, at Harold McCormick, Westside and Eastside Elementary. Big thanks to the Northeast Community Credit Union for partnering with us to do Readers are winners in Elizabethton City Schools.
The band and the players are saying thanks and thanks. 57-6 the final. Cyclones win it going away. And, Coach, for me, of course, I'm not a coach and you are. And you've played it and you've coached it. and now you're doing color commentating, and I cannot thank you enough for doing that. Also, chairman of our school board. For Tom Taylor, who doesn't know much about football, outside of the unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, I don't really know what you need to say to this football team. I mean, we scored everything but a punt or kickoff return. We scored tonight, and we dominated defensively. Granger's a 2-0 football team. I mean, if you're Sean, you go in that locker room, I mean, what do you tell these guys? Because they really, I thought, played, for all intents and purposes, a pretty complete football game.
I think so. I think, again, they came out of week one, and you want to try to erase some of that stuff, but you want to find out what you need to work on. Here, you really, a game like tonight lets you move on to the next game very easily. You don't, they'll look and try to clean up a little bit, but there's just not tons to clean up. Ironically enough, that could be a playoff team in our conference. We don't know what's left down the road. So, but they really took care of business early. And this was a fun one to watch.
For those of you that are out of town and don't know how it rolls, we'll take the top 4 in a, 5-team league. Top 4 will go into the playoffs, and so very easily this team can be right back in the playoffs coming up in about a month and a half, but that's way down the road. Cyclones win at 57-6. Again, as we said, point production-wise, it now goes the 7th most points scored on this field for a Sean Witten football team. 57-6. Only ones more. We put 58 on East back in 2020. We put 62 on Seymour in 2022. Sequoia 62-35. In 2017, we beat Sullivan East 63-0 here in 2018. 2016, we beat Claiborne 20-16. And Sullivan Central in 2020, we scored 70 points to their 34. Folks, I called the game, said they ran the score up. Nope. We didn't run the score up. They were just that outmatched, and that was second and third team offense that night, scoring points. So the most ever scored here is 70. Tonight we got 57, and we're heading off to round 2 of the regional next Friday night against Cherokee. We'll take a break, see how they're doing. Our next opponent, they were losing big to Greenville in Rogersville. They get a double dose. They get Greenville tonight, and they get the Cyclones next Friday night. We'll come back with more after this from Phil's Dream Pit. 57-6, you're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football.
Between the lines, in between the whistle, no doubt them boys are gonna hit you. They're the standard, you best believe. If you don't know now, you're about to see it.
This is Caleb Campbell with Elizabethton Football, and you're with Cyclone Sports.
The Tom Taylor Sports Show. Dream Packs. Tell us about the Dream Packs. What's that all about?
Dream Packs. We start at 4 and go up in even numbers as big as you need. You get meat, 3 sides, sauce, and buns. All that's included. We do offer plates, plasticware, gallons of tea, but any number you need.
Feeds 4, feeds 8. They do it in increments of 4. So if you're going to the ball game and don't want to cook, call in, get the Dream Packs, come by and pick them up, 349-6437.
Yes, sir.
Call ahead, and we're on our way to swing through, pick them up. Tailgate, Dream Packs, good way to watch them, or take it to the house, watch it. Either way, good way to watch a game, isn't it?
Very much so.
The Dream Packs. Phil's Dream Pit, 349-6437 is the number to call. Can we order it online too?
You sure can. Online, call it in. Come on down.
There you go. Phil's Dream Pit, 349-6437. The Dream Packs, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Sports.
Well, they got us on the mug shot in here. I'm not getting on camera. I'm going to let Coach be on camera. So let me recap the scoring here. Cyclones win it tonight. Big, 57-6. Got started on the first play from scrimmage after the kickoff. Wallen with a 30-yard pick. Bowers returns at 7-0 Cyclones. Bryson Rowland gets our second interception of the night. Sets up the next touchdown. Rowland gets the pick. At the 9:14 mark, at the 8:30 mark, Schlegel a 6-yard run. Bowers point after. It's 14-0. I don't know who that is, but whoever it is, I just saw hands underneath our. Is that Mrs. Would that be Mrs. Mrs. Holly?
Yeah, that's Miss Holly.
Was
yeah.
Miss Holly, yep. Schlegel 6-yard run, Bowers point after 14-0. Zach Wallen, a 41-yard bomb from Schlegel. Perfectly in stride, perfectly thrown ball. Bowers point after 21-0. That's your first quarter score. In the second, Justin Whitehead, big night tonight for number 17, a 41-yard interception. Bowers 28-0 point after. The only blemish, or two blemishes tonight on Red Schlegel's evening. He threw an interception. Luke Davis didn't hurt us. Then Wallen came right back and got another interception. That sets up, and 2 minutes later, the J train hammered it in for 1 yard out. His second touchdown of the season. Bowers point after a 35-0. Riley Jones then gets a safety in the end zone, obviously. Cyclones 37-0. Jack Blevins gets on the scoring column. We're in the scoring column with a 15-yard pass from Schlegel. Bowers point after halftime. It's 44-0. And there again, Coach, you look at the first half, you got a interception, quarterback keeper, 41-yard strike, 41-yard interception, a 1-yard run, a safety, and a 15-yard touchdown. I mean, we came with a lot of different gears tonight.
We did. There weren't a lot of first downs for us in the first half. There weren't a lot of yards for us in the first half. It was just a lot of points. And like you said, the defense set up everything, that we did. A lot of people did a lot of good things in the first conference game. So it's a good way to get the conference schedule started off.
The only touchdown of the night for the Granger Grizzlies was a 65-yard interception of Red Schlegel, who ran it back. Did Blake Bishop. Point after was blocked by Justice Wallen. And then Whitehead, who I miscalled, and I apologize again. 30-yard catch in the back of the end zone on the far side of the field there in front of the scoreboard. Schlegel dropped it in on him. Perfect pass. Bowers point after a 51-6. Then our last touchdown of the night came from C.J. Mathis, his first varsity touchdown, a 5-yard run on a running clock with 8:30 to go in the ball game. 2-point conversion failed by Campbell. Final score, Cyclones win it 57-6. Here at the bank now, we go 56-7 on this field, which is incredible. 56 wins and only 7 defeats since 2015 here at Citizens Bank Stadium. Coaches pick our players of the game tonight. Port Travis Dilley players of the game. You start them out and you go with them, sir. Who did you pick first?
Well, again, Justice Wallen got us off to the good start, but he did a little bit of everything. So, he does. He just brings it every night. But again, with what all he did, interceptions, touchdowns, everything that he did, I feel like he's one of those. You mentioned Kyler McGovern. I mean, he was in often and early and often. Played really well from that defensive end position. So I'm sure he well deserving of him being one of the players. Again, I got really focused on the line. All 5 were pretty impressive. And why, I guess maybe where I didn't get to see the Kodak kid play the first game where he was out, I really focused on Gavin. He does a really good job for a big, a big kid, moves really well. Just seemed like every time, especially the train, got a big gap. It seemed like 62 was running interference. And then, again, Justin Whitehead, I mean, what did he not do tonight? Interceptions, returning kicks, catching passes, breaking up. I mean, he was all over the place.
Whitehead had 2 touchdowns, a 41-yard interception, and the 30-yard pass from Schlegel. Then you talk Justice Wallen, 30-yard interception for Wallen, number 28 on the jersey number. And then that was it for him, but he had a big night defensively too. And then you come back, as you said, with Gavin Kodak, and then Kyler McGovern, number 48. All 4 of those guys will get a free sandwich, compliments of Port Travis Dilley. We'll go back and tell you again, patronize those who patronize the Cyclones. Again, these guys, in this case, Richard Oakes and Trey and the boys, they're giving out free sandwiches. It's costing somebody. Let's make sure that we support them. Port Travis Dilley, they'll be open tomorrow, getting ready for the big football game. Go by and get you some sandwiches for the game tomorrow. Or if you're going to the lake, whatever you're doing, I don't know if you're going to the lake, it's supposed to rain, be cool, but wherever you are tomorrow, whatever you're doing, please remember Port Travis Dilley, because they're supporting your student athletes here at Elizabethton High School. Not just football, T.A. Duggar, whatever I'm doing, volleyball, come basketball season, come baseball season, he gives away sandwiches all year long. Patronize those who patronize the Elizabethton Cyclones. We'll come back with our final comments after this from TNS Home Improvement. Cyclones win at 57-6. Coach, run down some other final scores before we get out of here. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football.
Yeah, the bank.
We're talking to our buddy Dr. Eric Carter from Lingerfeld Drug Center, one of our proud sponsors of the show. On to Travis Constable again with TNS Home Improvements. Tell me what it's all about, sir.
Well, we build decks, do porches, roofing, underpinning, under mobile homes, a little bit of remodel work, but with the decks and roofing, we just try to stick on that end of things.
Absolutely. And so they've been at it for how many years now?
We've been at it for a little over 3 years now.
3 years. TNS Home Improvements, they go all over the Tri-Cities. You take quotes. You're licensed and bonded, correct?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So I make the phone call. Let's step me through real quick. I make the phone call, get a hold of you, so we're going to come out and see what you got going on and tell me what do you do, take it from there. What happens next?
I'll schedule a day and time to come out and speak with you and give you an estimate, and you just have to say yay or nay, and then we put you on the schedule.
Social media, how do we find you?
Facebook.
Yep. And the phone number is?
423-946-8432.
They've been at it, folks. Again, started with a drill and a Chevy, what was it, Chevy Blazer?
Chevy Trailblazer.
Trailblazer. And now they're up to 5 full-time employees and four part-time employees. They're going great guns. They want to help you. Let them come give you a quote on what you need. TNS Home Improvements, sponsor of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports.
Look right here on camera, the head coach of the Elizabethton Cyclones. Whew! Congratulations. We got after tonight.
Yeah, it's really cool to see our guys go out there and have fun. Defensively, try to show some different looks, and really cool to see our guys in the secondary really be rewarded for their hard work this week. And you're playing a running football team, but it's cool to see when they do try to throw it, get that many interceptions.
I got them for 4 interceptions, is that right? Wallen, Rowland, Whitehead for a touchdown, and then Zach Wallen got an INT. 4 picks tonight for our football team. And so, yep, that's all we got it tonight. Winning at 57-6. 7th most points ever scored here at the bank. Again, we went back and did our homework, so you're right there, 57-6. What'd you tell the kids this week? We missed Morristown West. I don't know if we're going to make that up. We've been sitting here 2 weeks hearing about Science Hill. What'd you tell the kids?
Well, we had great work, and, part of our, going back to the process, and we're not really worrying about the outcome. You got to go through practice hard, continue to create good habits, and the outcome will take care of itself. But we're still evolving in our offense and seeing what that looks like. Tonight could have been easily just a line up in a couple formations and really could have pounded the ball, but we really want to spread the ball. And then the biggest thing from the offensive standpoint is we really want to show that we still have team speed. Try to get the ball at tight ends, get the ball into some speed sweeps, get it outside, try to play fast, and see if we can make some plays. But really tonight was all about the defense, special teams. The kickers were phenomenal.
Yep.
When you really want to be a championship football team, having great kickers, man, it was cool to see those guys put the ball in the end zone. And we outside linebackers between Billy and Landry, we walked them up to a 5-man front. We brought the safety in the box. We tried to play some man. So it was really cool to see our guys adjust to some different schemes that we've not really had to do in the past.
Our goal is to get back to Chattanooga on that first Saturday in December to play for that gold ball. This is a regional opener. If you had to grade your team tonight, I know we had some unsportsmanlike and different things, but if you had to grade them tonight, how would Sean Witten say this football team?
Well, I mean, it's probably a B+. Always got to improve, and we evaluate the film. But tonight's message, Tom, was just go have fun. We'll coach you when we get the film, but tonight was just go out there, have a smile on your face, and go play like we know how to play. But tonight we got back to Cyclone football defense, special teams, guys stepping up, making plays, and then we're still evolving as an offense and trying to see who guys can make plays. But we know we're a run-first football team, but we really want to try to get red in the groove. And we still got a lot of rust to knock off. But overall, just really pleased with our energy, our effort. The ability to try to spread the football around. And we missed some plays tonight, but we'll coach off of those and get better from it.
Cherokee here next Friday night for senior night. We'll see you then.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Go Cyclones. There you go. head coach Sean Witten. And so I go from Coach Witten to Coach Pless. Coach, wrap this thing up. Let's head to the bar and get ready for a big day tomorrow in college football. Texas, Michigan. Who do you like there?
Well, I like Texas. I don't know exactly where Michigan is compared to last year, other than I think it's at Michigan. So be a good chance for Texas to make a statement, but I would pick Texas in that.
Come in here and stand where we can see you. We're not finished. We want everybody to see you.
I want everybody to see me.
Well, yeah, your mother wants to see you. I can tell you that. She's proud of that boy. Good game tonight, sir.
Yes,
yeah.
Good job.
You got crosses on your face?
Yeah.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
How about that? That's awesome. So, Coach, you got Texas, Michigan. You've got my school, Marshall and Virginia Tech and Blacksburg. Who do you like there?
Well, normally that would be a no-brainer to me. I normally would pick Virginia Tech just because of history, but after last week, I don't know where Virginia Tech is, mentally and stuff. That's a tough loss to go to, to lose to Vandy. But Marshall, obviously, they get 2 or 3 games where they get to get up like that. Virginia Tech's one of those that kind of a statement game. So I may go for the Herd in that tomorrow.
Oh.
How about that?
It's making my heart pitter-patter.
You might let me come back.
Yes, I will. We are Marshall. You got it. And then the obvious, we talked a little bit earlier in the broadcast about it. Tennessee, NC State, they got a pretty good quarterback. Is the key to that game the defensive line for the Vols getting back in that backfield and rattle his cage a little bit?
Probably so. Obviously, they caused a lot of havoc last week, but a completely different situation this week. But I really just think there's something unique there this year with the volunteer team. Don't have a reference. I didn't watch much of the North Carolina State. What I did see, wasn't very impressed. But
right.
I do like our chances going there to play and to come out with the win. I think the Vols got some good stuff going on there in Knoxville.
Good mojo.
Yes.
Cyclones got some good mojo too. Sean Witten tonight picked up win number 163. He's 10 away from his grandfather, the legendary coach. We call him Big Daddy. Coach Dave Ryder, 173 wins. Sean's got 163 now. And so this football team tonight, 56-7 at the bank. Incredible. So back here next week against Cherokee, a team we beat down there last year on that Sunday afternoon game.
Yeah.
63-6. So on paper, Cyclones would be a heavy favorite next Friday night. We'll be back and do it all again. You're going to showcase the 1998?
Yes, which would be Coach Witten's senior year as a pretty daggum good football team.
We'll showcase the 1998 team. We're going to get out of here. We always dedicate our broadcast to the man who hung on the cross. We'll do that tonight and get ready to go. It's out of the book of Luke, I think, is what today's was. By the way, thanks to Kerry Taylor, another phenomenal job. Thank you. You and the boys, in this case Isaac and Jackson Judah. Psalms 33, 20, 21, and 22. Listen to this. This is good. We wait and hope for the Lord. He is our help and our shield. Verse 21, in him our hearts rejoice, for we trust in his holy name. Verse 22, may your unfailing love rest upon us, O Lord, even as we put our hope in you. Good way to end it.
Thank you.
Pretty strong, isn't it?
It is. Thank you for sending those to me every day.
I'll think the world of this man to my left. I'll tell you, it's an honor to call games with Coach Eddie Pless and to work with Kerry Taylor. Final score, Cyclones 57-6. Till we rejoin you Monday from Chick-fil-A right down the road here. I'm going to get me a big old banana pudding milkshake on Monday. So for our director of schools, Richard Van Us, our principal, Dr. John Midden, our athletic director, Ryan Presnell, our head football coach, Sean Witten, and the rest of the Cyclone Nation. Final score, Cyclones 57, Grainger 6. Till Monday, have a great weekend. Bloom where you planted. Win or lose, be a good sport. And go Cyclone.